Okay.
I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, I gotta get out of here. All right. Sorry for the delay. Apple's a sack of shit like always. I had to go through like 5 goddamn cables to get it deciding to work on one cable. But we will roll on as always. I just need a minute because I fucking hate Apple products. So I have 3 cables on my desk right now. And
Products.
yeah, Apple products suck. I had 3 cables on my desk, and I was just going through the past 10 minutes? No, 20 minutes. I took 20 goddamn minutes to go through these cables and find one that I decided to work with because Apple's a sack of shit. But anyways, we're gonna start with the fucking Q&A. So I'm gonna just pop up that screen, make sure it's actually ready, not showing anything that I don't want it to fucking show. All right, there we go.
How many
He
tabs
lives
are
at
you
508.
open?
No,
How many tabs?
What's the Breaking Bad address?
My name is Walter White. I live at 505 Nargo Lane.
All right. I'm just gonna start from the top, and I'm just gonna skip ones that are obvious jokes because I'm afraid. We'll go back to the joke ones later.
He's afraid.
I'm
Get him,
afraid.
boys. He's afraid.
No, my wires are frayed. Let me just fucking screen share my screen to the retards and call so they can look at this shit live really quick. Screens,
Live.
that one.
Fuck it. We'll do it live.
Alright. Alright, so first one from Is Cowboy still in the call, or did he leave?
No, he left. He
Fucking-
dipped back to his server.
Fucking sack of shit. He's the first one, he left, okay.
He heard, I told him I was coming to harass you, and he's like, let me hop in there real quick.
Okay. Ah, man, that was annoying. That took 17 minutes to clear up friggin' Apple Tangle difficulties. Hopefully, from this point forward, it'll be working because it's because it's the new motherboard and it didn't recognize it and just fucking teething issues, just annoyance. Anyways, Cowboy asks, "Who are you taking deployment to Southeast Asia?" We know. We take the bear.
The bear.
We take the bear and
we
Lance
can bear
Corporal
him
Shark.
at all times.
Yes.
He's not unbearable.
Does Shark have to come with the bear though?
Yeah, they're a unit. They're a pair.
Battle buddy. You need battle buddy pairs. You should
Yeah.
know this.
Okay, well,
Yeah, Alfredo. Ooh,
I can't actually. I have to go to drill tomorrow. I can't make that joke.
Hey, we're both going to the same place.
Hey, bro,
Hey.
I'll fucking say this on stream. Can I say one rant thing on stream? You'll
Go
find
ahead.
this funny.
Go ahead.
So I have to wear my fucking AGSUs, right?
Right.
Formal event, right?
Yeah.
I've now been told that I need to show up in my PTs
Why?
and then change into my. No, I haven't been given a reason. They won't give me a reason. It's just what I've been told. Just
That's-
stand by,
They're
show
gonna
up in
smoke you
PTs.
till you die.
That's
Then
the
go
Till I
put on
die.
your uniform.
that's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard.
Don't question it. But, so if you hear me yell "fuck" at the top of my lungs, as soon something stupid, it's just come on my phone.
Some stupid orders have come on. All right. Well, moving on, I guess. From Bear. What anime is yours? Animal is your OC. Ko is a wolf. It's a wolf fox thing, but primarily supposed to be a wolf. Yeah, mutt, if you will. But it's primarily supposed to be a wolf OC. That was the intent, but people can't seem to understand that for some reason. So
Dogs that are mutts are usually the friendliest little fellas. They are just happy to be there. I'm gonna be real.
You look
they're just
10%
happy to exist.
pitbull.
10% people.
10% pitbull.
Can you say
Just-
with a hard R because you're 10% pitbull?
Jesus Christ, Alfredo. And no, I'm not a skunk. Fuck you,
Idiot.
Arbor. Fuck you, Invictus.
Skunk.
Fucking shitheads.
It's a secret tool that will help us later.
One second, am I... Oh no, my chat's not working. Let me try to fix that really quick. I just noticed it wasn't working this whole time.
So it breaks everything.
Something always breaks. There we go. Fixed it. Okay. Next one. How much did it cost to be... Oh, fuck.
Too much.
Okay, so my original model that I had that there's no videos of because I privated and deleted them all, and I was like a literal 1-0 view, so basically didn't exist. It was a V-Roid model. I paid in 2021, like early 21, I paid 500 for the V-Roid, and then I bought a Shalo webcam, the C920, the 1080p 720p for 60 FPS, which is what you need for like face tracking. So that's what I used initially. It was like in total $500. My computer already existed, so I'm not counting that towards VTB cost. Then my current model, I paid, what was it? I paid $600 for the art. Then I paid an additional $800 for the rigging. And then, well, the phone was basically free because the old phone I had was really, really old, about like 3-4 years old. And with my plan I have with my provider, I get to basically turn in my old phone for free and get a new one. So I just did that and got this piece of shit Apple, only because of face tracking. That's the only reason I have an Apple. If I could do the same face tracking with the Android, I would still have a fucking Android, but I can't, so I have to deal with Apple's bullshit.
That's doing ya.
Oh yeah. The model looks great though, so it's worth it. It's worth it when it works.
Is
When it
showing like your
works.
old model like the equivalent of like dead naming a VTuber?
Just some of them it could
that-
be.
That would depend on like if it's
Like-
it's the old model or it's like the new outfit. But if it's like the old version, probably.
Man,
Like, let me quickly pull up. If I have the old model, I can just pop it onto the main screen really quick if I can
is your
find
old
it.
model, is it Co or is it
It's Co,
OG
but
Winners?
no, it's Co. The Co redesign was for the old model. So I have these screenshots of the old model.
The deep lore.
I
Yeah,
remember this.
Yeah,
Somehow.
so-
I wasn't even following you back then, and I remember this fucking thing.
that's okay. Because I used to run it on a completely separate Twitter before I got like lazy and just merged it with my personal one and just made sure my personal one was wiped, which it was because even when I was like an adolescent, I was fucking like a schizoid about fucking OPSEC, so that did me well.
I swear I've seen this before.
No,
I
I'm
know,
probably
I swear.
mistaken.
I know what you are.
Let's see. Look at the comments real quick. 14 art rigging's bad. Or it wasn't bad. Different designs. It's like yeah. So I did show it off in some of the other servers I was in, and advertise it using my personal every now and then. But I don't think there's any videos of it existing because I probably didn't delete them all. There might be. I did make a clip using it way back when I was still testing shit out. I think that's how most people seen it. Let me just go see if I can find the clip really quick, because I know where it is if I didn't delete it. I doubt I did, because I'm a pack rat when it comes to what's it called? Just stuff. I don't like deleting stuff unless I absolutely have to.
Man
Clips.
has 100 hard drives.
Here we go.
God damn. Has a lot of burning. Yeah, because I swear I've seen this fucking video.
Yep.
I'm not gaslighting you.
No, yeah.
I've
So
seen this one, yeah.
yeah, so this is the only clip I've uploaded of it. Yeah. It was an okay model. Like for $500, it's really not that bad.
So what I'm hearing is we should hop on a Gmod night.
I mean, I would love to do Gmod night if someone can organize that, because I suck at organizing.
Let's just hop into a random server. What can go wrong?
What could go wrong? Oh yeah, and then there was also this clip.
I'm coming to find you.
I think this is the one I saw.
Probably this one was like the first of my shit that blew up that got me like my first milestone. Like,
That's actually how I
400?
found out about you, was that clip.
yeah, so that was the first clips I uploaded, and it got me up to 400 from like I think I was at 12 before. So yeah, that worked out really well. But then I never used the model for actual streaming, or did I? Wait, no, I might have used the old model for my Signalis streams. Let me just double check that. Yeah, I did. Okay, so I am schizoing out. So I did use the old model, which is still on my channel, for the old Signalis streams I did.
You heard
So-
me talking shit.
Yeah. I
I'm
have
dead naming him right
I
now.
have terrible memory, okay? So yeah, I do have the model if you want to look at it. Look at my early Signalis videos, and I was using that model because this model wasn't, well, not this specific one, but this design wasn't done until like December. This is a refresh new outfit. The original outfit wasn't done until December. You say you'll know dead for Signalis. Yeah, I would say that. Smirky. Anyways, moving on. From Ryuna, if I could become a full-time VTuber, would I do it? No. It's I have a very good reason for that. My current job, what was it? What, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 20. Almost 6 years now. I've been working, well, not working at my same job, but I've been working towards where I am right now. And I'm not anywhere close to being done with that. Like, I still have a lot more I want to do with this. And I'm not, like, I like VTubing, don't get me wrong, this is fun, but I'm not going to throw away 6 years of blood, sweat, and tears, you know, to be a full-time internet funny man. I just really like my actual job a little bit too much to do that.
Womp womp. Yo,
Womp
son, you
womp.
have 2 more years, bitches. 2 more years.
That's what you say, and then they get you for another one. And then another. And then another.
Then another. And then another.
And next thing you know, you're retiring at 20.
Man, that bonus has hands.
What bonus? They don't give bonuses, Mamos, anymore.
Yeah, I'm
They're trying
sorry to
phase
hear
us
that.
out.
I got 40K to push dirt.
God damn.
I just don't
Would you
get
like to come
bonuses.
Push dirt with me.
I don't know about that. I don't know if you could trust me, you know. Well,
They-
let's be real.
When are you going to
Yeah,
read?
they
told
do
me
have
that
a
my
habit of
goal
breaking
was
stuff.
getting to call myself a Marine, so how fucking sweet was
Oh.
that?
Welcome back, cowboy.
Hello.
Of course,
Anyways.
Cowboy's here for the real questions.
Yeah, so
Oh,
Alfredo,
okay, something.
show this book to me since you want me to read it.
What the fuck?
Oh.
You haven't even bothered Googling it? Oh my god.
Well, I'm going cold for these Q&As. That's how I do it.
No, this was,
So
I
show
wondered
me on this book.
Fucking Nick Cowboy should be the one to explain this to you.
Yeah, he's better to explain it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, show me on
Minor
it.
of Trouble. The story of Peter Kemp, a Englishman, a very young man who decided he was done writing column stories and decided he wanted a life of adventure to see what was really going on in Spain and to get the actual story. And he ended up getting involved, fighting on the side of the Francoist followers, we'll call them that, in the Spanish Civil War. And he discovered a lot of the things that are being said about the communists and the Republican side nationally were not at all what was going on. And he actually gives a very unbiased look into what was occurring in rural Spain at that time. And I mean, to be honest, the rest of his story is very intriguing. The rest of Malms of Oblivion. I mean, he just lived a very interesting life, and a lot of people like to use his experiences in Spain against him, saying he was pro-fascist, pro this and that. But that right after the dude got done in fucking Spain, went and worked with the fucking OSS, killed Nazis in Europe, then went to fucking run guns in Vietnam against the French.
That's pretty cool.
Against the French.
He was selling guns to both sides. That was the thing I did not know for a long time.
Oh, that's interesting.
I
Okay,
got fucked over in Albania.
I'll definitely give
Yeah,
that a read.
Albanians.
That sounds.
Learned to despise Albania.
I can send you some copies.
I if it's on like, if it's part of Amazon's like Kindle thingy.
I might
I
still
can get it
have
for
the
free.
I'm saying I might still have the PDFs, and I'll just send you those.
Okay, yeah, just send me the PDF. Fuck it.
It's definitely worth the read. Like, this is what if I'm at the army for more than 1 week, I have to read this book completely for its entirety. It's just a requirement to keep me sane.
I honestly just think it's a really good fucking adventure book.
Okay.
That's all I was.
I've been on a reading bender recently because my other job has been kind of slow lately because I did all my tasks. So I've just this whole week I've been kind of just reading books. I recently finished this one book. It was an oral history of 9/11. It was basically a bunch of interviews of people before, during, and the weeks and months after, and it gave a very like personal, on the ground perspective to that whole thing. And it was super interesting. I liked it. There was a lot of stuff I didn't know about from the military side of the house with all those interviews that was conducted for that book. It was really, really good. That same author made a similar book on Raven Rock, and I just got that. I'm probably gonna read it over the next week when I'm out doing things because I won't be home for the next week. So yeah. All right, next one from Arbor. Cheeseburgers, yeah. Hot dogs, yeah. Donuts, yeah. Bar fighting, yeah. Bug. It says bug collections, not pug collections. Arbor. Yeah, it's bug collections. Arbor, you fucking tourist. All right, do you eat Oreos with or without the fork? With a fork, obviously. Duh. Japan's a tactical arrangements, attachments of former Eastern European not bring the mercy to king. That's the thing.
You
Chat,
gotta
is it?
read the question. You can't just.
Well, sorry. So, your opinion and tactical rating of detachments of former Eastern European military personnel now operating as mercenaries in the Congo conflict. Is this real? I've never heard of this. Is this real?
What like?
Is this a thing?
The Thompson got out. Oh.
Thank you, Alfredo.
I'll sing the whole song.
Okay.
He'll do the whole song.
The whole song. All right, we'll just skip that for now. So if this is true, I've never heard of it before. That's actually pretty fucking cool. I need to do some research on that. If you're fucking pulling my leg, I'm gonna fucking throat punch you. All right, next question from Smirky. Considering Putin's licking North Korea's boots for begging for help, as long as I rush the comment to blah blah blah, how long will it take for Ukraine to win? Okay, realistically, 4-5 years at this rate. Optimistically, like 2.5 years. That's like my most optimistic guess because they have a large capacity to just make shit up as they go. And the thing with a modern economy, as long as you keep making shit up, you can more or less just kind of wing it. Like you can literally just basically create fake fucking money as long as you're training internally. If you're training externally with other powers, it's a different story. But they have other stuff they can give. So like with North Korea, for example, they keep giving them non-monetary support, equipment or technical know-how or whatever the fuck, in order to keep getting shit from them. Or they can get trade deals with China. They give them their oil for super fucking cheap. China gives them whatever the fuck they need, but it makes them beholden to China. But their economy doesn't collapse. But they're not doing well. That's why I say best case scenario 2.5 years. But we are not close to a Russian collapse at all, unless something fucking catastrophic happens, like a fucking coup or a revolt or mutiny. We're looking at like another 2 years minimum, in my opinion. What do you guys think?
I don't get paid enough to know these things.
It's above your pay grade.
Dog, I am an E4 who pushes dirt. Absolutely.
It actually fucking translates because I just sling fucking rockets now. That's all I do.
Yeah.
I can definitely comment on how Ukrainian artillery's been doing absolutely wonderful jobs and then proceeding to eat dog shit for about a week. And then just go straight back to hitting fucking amazing targets.
The way I see it right now, the war's like a fucking pendulum. It keeps swinging one way, and then the next week it's the other way.
It sounds so cliche, but that's so correct. Like, there's really no way you can... There's nothing wrong with saying that it is just swinging back and forth. It's still anybody's ball game.
Yeah, like...
Switch over. We're so back.
Welcome back, Alfredo. But as you were saying, Cowboy...
No, I mean, I just think to try and boil it down to anything else besides it's still anybody's ball game is probably a bad idea.
Yeah, like
I'm confident that you can't make a forecast right now for
anything.
Years. You can make an accurate forecast for like a week from now.
But anything more than a month is just you're just when I said the 2 to 5 years thing, that's completely out of my ass. Like, I don't have a crystal ball that can tell me when the enemy is going to collapse. I'm just like, I'm looking at their current situation and be like...
I could sit out here and spit out theories, but I guarantee you all of them would be fucking wrong.
Yeah.
Because the reality of conflict is it is ever evolving and circumstances never stay the same.
Like, if you sat me in front of my brigade commander and he asked me this question, I would tell him, sir, I have no idea. There's no way to know. I have no idea. This is still anyone's war, and the reality of things, sure, things are fucking shit for the Russians, but anything can happen. There's whole kinds of shit that can go wrong for either side.
What do you
guys in Reddit said?
He's like,
the guys on Twitter. What do they call themselves? OSINT?
Oh my god.
Oh, OSINT.
The fucking OSINT community, yeah.
Look, I know a guy.
Everybody's OSINT now.
I know a guy who knows a guy.
Telegram.
I look at Telegram channels. I'm an analyst now. The schoolhouse? What's that?
The only thing that I can analyze truthfully and say I know what I'm talking about is just the targets that they're hitting with fucking HIMARS. And I'll say this, like, sometimes I'm like, what the fuck are you guys, like, sitting here asking for more missiles for? And then I see you fucking, like, blowing up 2 dudes in a fucking trench with a fucking Gimblers. Like, that's
Yeah.
not what the system's for.
Yeah, it's not. I don't want. Or when it's like five
Yeah,
dudes
You're,
just
you're
chilling.
using precision guided rockets on 2 fucking dudes who are just chilling.
Yeah.
Like, ain't no way they're anything more than fucking E3s. Like, yeah, sure, you're killing 2 dudes, but it's a fucking Gimblers
You
rocket.
could you could have
What are
used
those
all
babies?
kinds
You
of
wake
cheaper
up
shit.
and go, I'm gonna use the biggest thing I can. Obviously, we have a Bravo here. He knows about overkilling just
Yeah.
because you can.
What?
Overkilling just because you can.
What? It's just normal.
Huh?
Huh?
Oh,
Don't get me started on combat engineering. Both sides will want to kill me. We're talking
yeah.
about Slavs being special snowflakes.
But yeah, the low and high of it is it's a pendulum war. Anything can fucking happen between now and the next 10 fucking years. Anyways,
I
next
know that
question.
continues, I'll still be winning.
I'll
We're
still be
totally
winning.
winning this entire war. Trust me, guys. Trust me.
Trust the plan.
We got this.
I will
Look,
solve
Trump
the
said he
war.
was going to end the war before he got into office.
Guys, the
okay?
Russian just
Obviously,
got an
he's
anime
blowing up
game.
economy.
We could totally beat them now.
I'm
Anyways,
keep it real with you, dog. That one anime where it's like that chick who speaks in Russian sometimes.
okay, I like the anime. I'm sorry, but I think it's cute. I think it's cute as fuck. I'm sorry. It's
Which
cute
one?
as fuck.
There's a lot of those.
The new one. The new one.
The space one?
No, it's like a fucking rom-com, but she's like
Oh, yeah. I got
speaks
no
Russian
clue.
every now and then.
Like, it's like Maria speaks Russian when flustered or some shit.
Something like that, yeah. It's really fucking
Basically-
cute.
It's cute. It looks great. The guy has a sister that's 20 for him, so obviously people are into
Wait,
it.
is this the one I've been seeing the edits of everywhere?
Yes.
Yeah, where
Probably.
Like, he's
Oh,
sitting
okay.
with his sister's on top with a fucking, the Hummel is just hanging out,
Just what you doing? Just hanging around.
just letting that shit swing. Yeah, that's it.
All right, next question. Believe in the natural order of science or in higher power? Both. I don't really make the distinction. I was
If you're
brought
not
up.
Mormon, you're wrong.
Yeah.
Mormon super soldiers.
The Mormon super
I'm just saying, dog. I play
parentheses
fucking-
average airborne soldier.
The
I
Mormon
play
deep
Honest
state.
Dudes, dude, from fucking Fallout New Vegas. You think my ass can't be Mormon after that?
Mormon
He played the
propaganda.
DLC and everything.
God,
Yeah.
can't do all the work.
But realistically, I was brought up in the whole principle of, you have religion, and religion feeds into science. Science feeds into religion. They're not mutually exclusive. They feed into each other, and that's where I'm leaving it because I don't like these dumbass fucking religious debates because it doesn't matter. You can believe whatever the fuck you want as long as you're not hurting someone else. I personally don't give a fuck.
Nothing really matters to me.
Yeah,
The John Lennon should die.
John Lennon should die.
Kill John Lennon.
Kill John Lennon.
Imagine a world with no 38 snub nose.
Alright. Now to go into my debate why everyone who isn't Catholic is wrong.
Your 58
Just be
page thesis.
You would
Yep.
be fucking Catholic with a name like Alfredo.
But I'm a Catholic test tube baby. It's a weird combination.
He just
But you're also a-
got
you're a
popped out
proud-
one day.
You're also a proud Latinx who plays Halo, watches anime, and votes Republican. I can tell.
Yep, of course. Mason,
Proud Latino.
do not call me Latinx. I play Halo and vote Republican. Bro, one side tangent. I'm
Go,
talking
go ahead.
here.
Go ahead.
I live across the street from a uber conservative politician, right? Like he's one of Trump's top guys. Trust the
top guy.
Yeah.
plan Project 2025 tattooed on his ball sack level of like in the deep, right?
Yeah.
And I come out this morning and I look across the street and there's about 40 Mexican dudes in his lawn. I'm like, what the fuck? His entire house. I was so tempted. It's like I should call ICE. I wanted to call ICE.
Oh,
so
that'd be
bad, 'cause it'd
fucking
so
hilarious.
funny. But like you hypocritical bastard.
I mean, yeah, that's a politician for you.
I like when they work on my stuff, but not when other people work on the stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Rules for me, but not for thee.
All right.
And they were shit talking my car.
Oh no, you should call Dice. Right for that alone, you should have called
Should've
Dice.
called
Yeah,
Dice.
shit
Yeah.
talk on the car. Yeah, it's over.
Yeah. Anyways, next question: what's your favorite game to play in order to relax? We don't do that here, but let me just check my Steam library really quick. Let me just relaxing me. I don't know about that. I don't think that's a thing here. Probably either Skyrim or Fallout 4 right now. I've been playing a shit ton of that just to blank out. Generally speaking, though, I would typically play just random bullshit like Project Zomboid, TF2, just literally whatever I want. The only games that actually piss me off would be like strategy games because I get locked the fuck in, and then when my little dudes don't follow orders or just be retarded, like in fucking anytime I play Gates of Hell Ostfront and the AI is just pants on head retarded, that always pisses me off. But otherwise, I don't rage at games too much. Too much.
Winters, are you like actually in charge of dudes
Yeah.
in real life? Do you have dudes? Do you have little guys?
Yeah, I'm in charge of a section because we don't do
I just like to imagine.
we don't
I've
do
just seen,
platoons
like,
here.
Your average like modded Warno or whatever the fuck gameplay. Just those poor bastards.
Hey man, I'm not a maneuver commander. We
You're
just
frag.
we just sit in the S2 shop and then we just do S2 things, okay? We don't do maneuvers.
Is that like laptop but outside occasionally?
Yeah.
I respect that.
There's a reason I left the fucking infantry, dude. I wasn't doing that shit anymore. Fucking javelin on my back every fucking day when we were out in the field. That sucked. It was cool to have a javelin.
You start as Nat Guard
Yeah.
infantry?
Yeah, I enlisted as 11 Bravo in
It was
the National
worse.
Guard.
He got put with the cavalry.
Yeah, I
That's
got
what I thought you were a fucking Cav Scout.
no. So every Cav Scout Charlie Troop is dismount, i.e. infantry. It's a leftover from when Force on Force. We need dudes. We need bodies. So you would have a troop of just normal ass infantrymen who aren't trained in Cav functions per se. They're mostly there to just be bodies to help with like killing shit. They are cross-trained in like static recon, but they're not as trained as the actual Cav Scouts. So they usually use like LPOPs and like more simple shit. So that's what we did. And I was the javelin gunner for my because I was part of the weapons squad, the heavy weapons squad.
Yeah.
And I was the javelin gunner. And what my job was basically in the event of like World War III, the thinking was you would just have a javelin gunner and his assistant tube man sitting in some fucking foxhole on some hill way the fuck out there on an LPOP looking at some like high speed avenue approach, and T-72 boop dead, and you would just do that for like 2 days before you get resupplied or replaced or die.
You're like light rifleman from War Game Red Dragon.
Basically, like I was I was the ATGM team from your war games and shit. I was that guy. It sucked. I had lower back issues because I was this nerdy motherfucker who barely did a push-up in his life before I joined, looking around a fucking javelin in the goddamn forest most of the time. Whenever we were out on sticks and training and not just in the armory doing fuck all because we're the National Guard.
Did you ever play kickball? Were you that stereotype?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. Fuck.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's that's my origin story, if you will. I was an infantryman in a Cav troop, and I fucking hated life, so I decided, fuck this shit, I'm going O, and fuck infantry, I'm going Intel, and here we are. Yeah. All right, next question. Barks or Mug root beer? Mug. Duh. It's a fucking easy ass answer. Are you RL cat girl? No, sorry. We haven't. DARPA hasn't gotten that advanced yet. Do you do the silly? What is the most cursed symbol in NATO? Oh my god, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? One sec, I gotta pull up my fucking symbology PDF. I just keep around for fucking making slides. Symbology.
Oh, that's another thing. I gotta get Winter 6. How do you draw combat engineers? This
What
is
you
the internal debate.
You mean like the symbol
There's
for
only
them?
one right answer, but everyone, yeah, a little brick on the map. How do you draw combat engineers? A combat engineer unit.
It's-
An
it's-
independent company.
It's just you know the upside down like E, like that M looking thing.
He's Ron. Kill him.
But that's the standard,
Oh.
dude.
Kill him.
Okay, well what do you
Sir,
do?
my
Kill
4
him.
little lines in the corner of the goddamn square. 90% of the shit I do is infantry shit. You are giving me those.
You do
4
not.
Little lines.
I am not giving you the infantryman box. You are a you
Four
are
little
an
lines. Every
engineer.
time I
You
go
get the
to a
you get
talk
the
and I see
E.
that shit,
You get the
I
E.
add the 4 little lines in the corner. We get the E with the 4 little lines.
No,
We
you
deserve
don't.
those fucking
You do
things.
not deserve the
Yes, we
fucking
do.
box.
If you get fucking Air Force security tards and S with 4 little lines, I get my E with 4 little lines. Okay, I don't care. Your little lazy thumbs are 2. It's 4 more lines you have to draw. Such an agony. What a shame and
Yeah.
painful thing. Oh, this poor man.
I'm trying to find it right now, but it was
I'm not gonna argue with this, even though I know we do half the shit you do, Fredo.
Okay, here we go. Here's a good. So, there's this cutout, and this has the one I'm talking about. It's the fucking Marines. Look how busy that shit is. Look how fucking busy
Oh,
that
that's
is.
disgusting. That is disgusting. Why?
I am thankful to God. I have never had Marines in our fucking talk because I would have to
Cowboys
do their
talking
fucking.
shit.
I would have to do their squiggles on my fucking acetate, and I hate the Marine symbology because it's always a fucking mess. Do you know how much this shit smudges on acetate, dude? It smudges like a motherfucker.
Okay, yeah,
Cowboy,
yeah,
he's
there it
talking
is.
shit.
What's up?
He's talking shit.
I'm saying
Shit.
He's
The-
throwing mad shit at you. He's throwing mad fire.
the Marine
fuck is
symbology, it's fucking busy as shit. Look at this. The MAU symbol, it's the busiest thing I've ever seen. I hate drawing this on acetate.
Okay, what's the issue?
The fucking squiggly in the bottom, it makes it so fucking busy with the you have to do the infinity symbol, the infantry cross, and then the fucking water squiggly on the bottom. It looks
Yeah,
such
it's
shit.
on- Because it's a fucking MAU, it's on water. It's
I
an
don't
amphibious shore.
care. We are the fucking army. We're doing land operations. Get your fucking water squiggly off my acetate.
Alright,
You can
we've
take
already
your fucking-
established.
Hey, you gotta remember, they took Amtrak's into the middle of the desert because they don't have anything else. They're gonna keep the squiggly because it makes them feel like they're doing the thing they're supposed to.
Oh
do.
my
I
God.
don't understand.
I need.
Alright,
Where's the
look,
Amtrak symbol?
Look, fucking, you see this shit? Naval traditions. Naval traditions.
Where's the?
He pulled out the camera. He pulled out the camera on stream.
Well, I'm not showing the Discord, so it's not gonna show shit.
Cowboy, let me into your server on stream. I need to find more Halo edits.
No,
Where
don't,
is it?
don't. You don't want to be in my server.
Oh,
I'm gonna tell you right now, it's a little bit of a shit show.
Here we go.
Right
that's a
now?
great part.
You know what's another one I fucking hate? The goddamn Amtrak
What?
symbol. What is this? What
Okay,
the fuck is
first
this?
off, What's the issue?
But it's the squiggly bullshit is back, and then you have to fill this in.
It's a face. Look at him. Look at his eyes and his little angry mouth.
Oh, he's angry.
Like on digital,
Little
this is
Minecraft guy.
this is fine on digital. I don't care, but on acetate, where I have to use my fucking my markers to draw this shit, I have an aneurysm because I hate this.
I had to draw the fucking symbols for fucking infantry and then fucking rocket artillery.
Rocket artillery is just a circle and a fucking arrow up. It's not hard.
It's not hard. Okay.
It's not hard.
Sure.
And we already
What?
said, that's not hard, but if you have to have 4 extra lines, it's literally 9/11. I see
Look,
how it is.
You really do a job that people. Is it really that hard to just draw the squiggly lines?
It's because I have to do it freehand and I suck at drawing, so it becomes a miss in my acetate. And
It's
then
a box. What do you mean you
The-
can't draw? It's like
this-
drawing a circle. Can you draw
Okay,
a circle? Or
okay,
you
look.
just
You can't
do
do
that?
it.
I have a stencil
Imagine
kit,
it
right?
in your mind.
I have a stencil kit for the symbology. I have a stencil kit. But then the stencil kit doesn't have the squiggly because it's a freaking Army Land stencil kit, not a Marine stencil kit.
So here's what we need to do for you. All right.
Okay.
We need to just get you like a fucking. You know, I don't think you guys had this. When you were in fucking boot, did you get like a little fucking ink stamp to put your name and shit and all that on?
No,
No.
Okay. Fucking, Jesus Christ.
that's a Marine thing.
Yeah, it is. I guess. Fuck me. We just need to get you a little fucking stamp that's got all the little symbols on there. Make your
Wait.
life easier.
That would make no, because it need to be acetate, so it need to be like the dry erase and the nice stuff. But look, I have a stencil kit. It's only the marine symbology that's an issue because it's not on the stencil kit. Okay.
Can you just buy a marine one then?
Go to yeah. Actually, yeah. What the fuck? Don't you work with us dicks sometimes? Go to fucking Quantico and bang on the door.
Not enough. Not enough times to justify getting a marine stencil kit. I only have
How much
the
do
army
you-
stencil kit and it's like $5, but I'm a petty motherfucker.
You you'll
You
spend
can
like
put
$5
$5.
on pornography. $5 on something you need for work. That's too much.
It's
You
too
can
much.
spend so much money on getting railed by some robot bitch. But you can't spend $5 on a fucking stencil.
No.
Yeah, it is.
It's
Yeah,
the
so-
principle.
That's how it is. He's
It's
gotta
the-
save the money for that.
Yeah.
I respect your priority.
All right, moving on. Thoughts on the new M10 Booker? Okay, so the M10 Booker, a lot of people are getting the Bookers. God damn it, Alfredo. A lot of people are
This
getting.
is my autism.
Okay, go ahead. You talk then.
So, the Booker is. People are acting like, oh, it's a tank force on force. I'm like, no. Imagine, the Striker we had with the 105?
The MGS, yeah.
For all intents and purposes, that's what it's replacing.
Is
It's
the
not
Booker
replacing a
fucking
tank.
airborne?
Yeah, it's a new tank. It's basically for the German tards, because he attracts these people somehow.
Yeah.
For the Wereboos, it's essentially the same idea as a Stug from the Second World War. That's the general idea.
Yeah, it's an assault gun. It's infantry support.
Yeah, and the thing is, 105. Do you know how many of those M68 guns and ammunition we have?
A shit ton
It's
because
insane.
because all the M60s we just had a shit ton of them, so we have a fuck ton of ammo
we have
just
a
lying
lot
around.
of ammo. They're gonna get, I believe, same thing as the M1 Impat, but for a emergency situation, they
Okay.
can pull out a lot of ammo. That's why it's a 105. Is ammo commonality. A lot of Europe still has the 105 ammunition lying around. So even in Europe, we go ask the Germans, "Hey, we need this ammo in an emergency," and they're not pulling Leo ones out
Yeah.
at all. They have the ammo still though.
I wondered why when I went to the fucking ammo school and the fucking EOD course in fucking Fort Lee, I was like, why do we still have so much 105 training bullshit? Like,
Because we still use that
it
bitch.
pissed me off. Yeah, we still use it, but like, it pissed me off to no end because I was coming from like a rocket artillery unit,
So
going to a fucking school to learn about fucking cannon shit.
So, Five Smirch, I saw the comment, the light tank. So that was an issue when they brought the Striker 105s out. It's an issue of training. And we have a lieutenant here I could yell at.
Shut the fuck up.
It's the issue is they look at it, they think tank, but they don't think doctrine. So they
Yeah.
treat it like it's an M1, which it's not, period. But
Sure,
their
but
dumb
who-
little brain says tank, so they deploy it like a tank. I'm like, no, this needs to be 12,000 feet, 100
Way in the back.
20 maybe 20 that 20 120 wait brain is failing 1200 meters back from the front line, lobbing rounds inwards. It doesn't need to be, hi, I'm right next to you, infantry pile up behind me. The idea is it's behind the infantry, it's mobile, and it can basically, I remember the deal with another vehicle was it can go in the same terrain as the infantry can.
Yep.
I think the ground pressure is the same as an average infantryman with a rock wearing his regular boots. It's the same ground pressure, so it could go the same area as long as it's not dense jungle.
That's why we gotta bring back training movies. Unironically, I'll stand this. all down.
Honestly, though, it would save us so much time
If
in
we did.
explaining stuff if you just sat someone down and they had to watch the movie and explain doctrine, and not the silly, like modern army. Here's this PowerPoint, this video that is made by this one person we threw the thing at to go do the video. And
Yeah.
it's for the whole army.
Also, half of these are just sourced from we were in Yugoslavia. That's where 90% of the references are from.
And then the
Well,
other
no,
half
it's
is built in fucking Arma too, in fucking virtual battle space.
Oh my god, I saw so many of those in basic. I was like, oh my god, that's Arma.
It's Arma.
I
Yeah.
was losing my mind.
I had to build the virtual battle space like presentation once. It was a pain in the fucking ass. VBS sucks. I hate it.
Just use Arma 3. Go all in.
No, I did. I just told my commander, hey, I basically have the same thing but better. Can I just use this? And he looked at me like, yeah, whatever. Just use that for your slides. So I I had some Arma 3 like images for terrain analysis and shit on my slide deck instead of VBS because VBS was giving me issues. Anyways, next question. Are you actually autistic or is that just your vibe? Well, let's ask the peanut gallery what they think first.
If you were autistic, you would pick up more women.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, cowboy.
I'll be real with you. The autism does pick up women. I somehow did it.
Yeah, you know when to shut the fuck up, so clearly you're not autistic.
It's just my vibe. All right, it's just my vibe. You see?
It's just your
It's
vibe.
just from my vibe. I'm not actually
If I,
autistic.
if I could get you in a Magic the Gathering or some shit, which spoiler, I'm not into it. We could maybe start like early onset of the tism.
I'm telling you, we should do Dungeons and Dragons, but you know, winners doesn't want to stream it. I think that'd be a great idea.
Well,
The
we
only
could
tism
do like a
that you
tabletop
got-
stream every now and then. That'd be fun. Anyways, do you believe in aliens that walk among us on the Earth? Yes
He's
and
one.
I am one. But so statistically speaking, yeah, there's has to be something else out there. We can't be the only ones. That's just statistically fucking improbable. Not impossible, just very improbable. How they visited Earth? There really isn't hard proof of that, in my opinion. So I'm gonna err on maybe, probably, but
My favorite theory is we're the ones who are going to be visiting others first.
Oh, that'd be
God
cool.
Put those people there for us to kill.
so true.
I think they're already here.
The galaxy is.
Hey, look
Yeah.
at the guy they found in Mexico. The guy like ET's like dick suck cousin or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, apparently he was fucking pregnant. So
What a shame.
Greg,
Alright. What was your main motivation for starting all this? I thought it would be funny. So in 2020 when we were all like locked down because of the big coof, I was talking to one of my friends from I knew for a long time, and long story short, they basically just like kept egging me on to be like, hey man, you like VTubers? You should try that yourself. You should be a VTuber. You should be a VTuber. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it, I'll do it. And I'll make a fucking OC for it and everything, and I'll do it for like one stream. You guys can shut the fuck up. And I had Ko. I had a version of Ko. I'll pull it up if I can find it really quick. Looked very different than the current Ko. The only
The one
art,
drawn by our Lord and Savior.
yeah, that's This version of Ko was only drawn once by.
Does Century know about this Co, or is he about to get his
I
mind
don't know.
blown?
He's
I
back.
don't
He's.
think I know.
I don't think he
You know,
knows.
you've seen it. You've seen it.
He's
you've
probably seen it
Mind got
around.
blown.
He's like people have seen it around. They don't know it because it was drawn once by Hideo Gronsony.
Don't say it.
But whatever.
Don't worry, I didn't hear you.
I just gotta let it load. But anyways, moving on. So I just used that OC that I made like years and years ago, and I just updated her and decided, yeah, this will be my VTuber model. This will be funny, ha ha ha. I spent $400 for a V-Roid model, and the rest is history. And
I've received a request from Red Surge.
okay,
He has asked me, could you please tell Mr. Winters to refresh the comments? There's something funny.
let me refresh the comments. Oh, and you mean the post? Okay.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, my brain stopped for a second. I didn't know what you meant either.
I was like, they meant like the YouTube comments? Like what? Okay, well we're just gonna hold it. Where is it? We were here. We're just gonna hold it here, and it'll maybe pop up later, and hopefully not be something that'll get me banned. If it is, I'm gonna fucking kill you, Red. Where's the image? It's here somewhere. But yeah, so I kind of did it on a whim, and because okay, my finances. This is another thing that keeps popping up. So the way my finances work is that I have a lot of money in reserve for fucking like the world is ending. I need to buy 10 tickets to wherever, or like I need to pay rent for 3 months because I don't have a job for whatever reason. That money never gets touched. It is in a completely different savings account. I don't touch it. So then I have my bullshit money that's used for my like my bills and shit, and my bullshit, like, you know, commissions and stuff. And that bullshit money goes through periods of I have a lot of bullshit money, I have no money. I have a lot of bullshit money, I have no money. we're currently in the I have no money period because I went on
We're
vacation.
so back. We're so over.
Yeah, because I went on vacation. I went to Anime Expo, so obviously I spent a lot of fucking money. So we're right now on the I have no money part of the spectrum. But by the end of the month, I'll be back to having more money that I know what to do with, and that's when I get commissions and stupid bullshit like paying for $1,500 VTuber
Seriously?
models.
Yeah, yeah, dog. That's it.
Why'd you
What the
shut
fuck
him?
is
I'm
this?
trying to find.
You were taking 20 minutes. You can't even find the fucking image.
Okay, so
One day he's gonna open commissions again. He's gonna do it one day.
Someday.
Oh, this one.
yeah, so I commissioned this from him back in 21, and yeah, this was the original design for winners. Back then, it wasn't co-winners back then. It was just I forgot the first name.
You are unironically that LT, aren't you? Jesus Christ. I am winners.
I am it.
So-
So the funny thing is, every time I see one of these come out from him for a commission, I'm like, there's a real person who unironically has. Like, I'm expecting whoever makes these, like, there's a tanker one he did a while back,
Yeah.
like a maintenance tech. And I'm like, this person has made a sticker of this, and it's on their gear somewhere.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Every time I see these, I'm like, absolutely, this is on their gear somewhere.
Like
Someday,
I-
dog.
my current
Someday.
thing is if I see any like co-art out in the wild, I will be happy forever. Like that's it. I've made it. I have fucking made it.
Let me see, where's...
Anyways, moving on. Where were we? Can I aggressively pet Co? Yeah, go ahead. Rifle is fine. Tactical. I don't really care as long as it makes sense. I only care if you start just putting greebles on it, like those stupid fucking $300 risers that people were doing for like the past 2 fucking years. I think that's retarded. But if it has a purpose, then go with it. But if it's just because it looks cool for your fucking Instagram, you should reevaluate your life choices.
If you have the riser, you don't use night vision, and you really aren't in a CQB situation, first off, why?
Yeah.
Why are you in close quarters battle with other men? Do you just want them to touch you?
Exactly.
Definitely. I can't say that word.
Red, god damn it.
Every day I wake up.
all right. Can you give me some
What
magic
do you
potatoes?
think about my rifle?
Your rifle's fine, brother.
My rifle's pretty now.
Yeah.
My
Anyways.
rifle's better than everybody else's rifle, and by everybody else's, I mean just the people I don't like.
So
It's a
everyone.
long list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What gun are you gonna try to get next? I'm not gonna. I'm pretty happy with what I got right now. I have the Signal CZ. I have my carry gun. I have a Tavor. I have a Nova shotgun. I have an AK.
40 cal.
Wait, Tavor X95 or SAR?
XN95.
Oh, never mind. Fuck. I've got an SAR, and I was gonna say if you were cool like that, we could have went nuts, butt, and touch tips, but fuck away from me.
Hey man, I just like the controls of 95 a lot better.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
Yeah.
I'm sad.
But if I was to, I'm happy with what I got in terms of firearms. Like, there's nothing on the top of my head that's like I want to get this next. Like, I don't know. I'm just happy.
I'll gaslight you into Milsip eventually.
This is a lie. This is a lie. Factually. I
Okay.
already know what he wants next.
Okay, what do I
Who's
want
the
next?
STG 940.
That's not happening though.
Why not?
We discussed it because the restrictions in placed on me by my place of residency.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
I can get you around that in any way, shape, or form and walk you through word to word the legal code on how to do it.
Oh no, I know how to.
Talking to the man who
No, no, no.
does.
I know how
Legally.
to. If I really, really wanted to, I could. But it's just not worth the effort. I'll just wait until I.
Fucking AK2, literally, you just gotta change the grip.
No, I'm not your state, Alfredo. So I don't have to worry about that part.
I mean, you're not that state, but you're 2 states down.
Okay,
It's
but
not that
I have to. Okay, I currently have an a KR-103. I don't want to fuck it up because if I put on that parts kit, I'm gonna have to get a bunch of shit pinned and welded permanently.
Why would you not just make?
Go ahead.
Why would you refurb the 103 versus making a new one?
That's what so I'm
Because
probably just gonna buy a fucking like a 556 jack, and just do that
Yes.
instead. That's probably what I'm gonna do. So yes, okay, we have the answer. The next gun I'm gonna try to get is a fucking
So you are
It's
a
a-
liar.
yeah, I'm a liar. Is a jack and 556 so I can make it into STG 940 because I have the furniture kit. I just don't want to use it in my current AK that's in 7.62 because it's gonna open a can of worms that I don't want to open.
That's because you guys are on count. When the
The
fuck?
worms, the worms. They're back.
The worms are back.
Once you make that, you should definitely add Panther Kitten on Twitter.
Do it.
All right, I mean that I won't be able to do that until like December at the soonest because I want to have like a nice cushion of cash before I spend $1,000 on another fucking gun. Anyways,
Yeah, they actually live in a state where they can
Oh,
own
me
it
too.
too. So.
well I can own it because the jack is fixed stock.
I mean,
The issue with the KR-103 is it's the fucking folding stock, so it would open a giant can of worms if I was to do anything with that.
Yeah. So my thing is, everyone's be like, "Oh, come to Texas." I'm like, "Fuck off for full."
Well, I don't
Twitter's
want.
full.
Well, my main thing is because of my job, I have to live on the eastern seaboard. Like
Yeah.
I don't have a
You're stuck
choice.
there.
I'm stuck here. The best I can do is move to Virginia and hope their laws don't collapse in the next 2 years. That's the best I can do, realistically speaking. It's gonna happen anyways.
The DC influx into Virginia and its consequences.
Yeah, I mean, I would be
Well,
part of
yeah,
the problem
well-
technically because I'd be working in that godforsaken hellhole if I moved to Virginia. But
There's a white flight where I'm right now, and it's hilarious. So soon
Nice.
our laws will change.
soon.
There's no other way to put it. The great mass migration of the California educated retards are fleeing our glorious state because of the laws they voted for.
Are retarded.
So-
Yeah. Anyways, next good question. How's it possible to handle this amount of gun autism? Because I am autistic. I am not answering that, Red. You got the laugh from the fucking retard crusher. That's your one free card for today. That's another autist question. that's 3 now. That's 3 now. And do you have okay, actually this is a good one. So do you have anyone you look up to? So I really no, it isn't. So I don't know if I want to say his name because it's a really unique last name, and it's funny. I'm just gonna type it in Feudung's group, but please don't say it because you could probably trace him down if you were Baptistic.
Holy shit, you love Obama?
Obama.
Saddam Hussein?
So
Oh,
that's his full name. That's his actual name. And no, but
There's something inside you.
It's hard to say.
he's literally that guy. But so he was my mentor when I was like just starting to become an officer, and he enlisted back in like the fucking 80s or something as a ranger, and then he went from the ranger regiment. He went into the 160th SOR, the 160th, and then from the 160th he commissioned into an aviation officer and went back into the 160th as an aviation flight officer, and then he went over to where I was to mentor new retard officers, and he was my mentor. And
Oh,
the
so
most
you're saying you're a retard.
yeah. But the important part of this was still when I was very much the weak retard part of my life. I had done no exercise my entire life. I was a complete meek nerd. I was not ready for the military. Honestly, if it wasn't for this guy, I would not be where I am right now because I would have quit. I would have just said, I'm not built for this shit, and I would have said, fuck it. But for some fucking reason, he saw something in me that others didn't, and he said, winners. Not my actual name, but winners. Do not let this bullshit that you're going through right now define you as who you are. I can see that if you apply yourself and you just keep fucking going and you fix this one issue, which is your PT, because I was a weak nerd who couldn't do 2 push-ups, you can serve with distinction. I believe in you. You can fucking do this. You just need to suck it up and keep going. And that's what I did. I sucked it the fuck up. And now I am where I am. If you asked me back in 2018, 2019, hey dude, are you gonna be an officer in the fucking MI Corps? And be like, no dude, I'm gonna fucking wash out. And I suck. I mean, I still think I suck, but I somehow made it to where I am right now. And it's honestly because of that guy. So I look up to him a fuck ton. Like, I really, really am thankful that he was there to mentor me when I was in the shit of it. Because I probably would have fucking quit it out. And I probably would, I don't know what the fuck I'd be doing with my life right now if it wasn't for the military. I'm gonna be real right now. So yeah, that's that question answered. Anything?
There it is.
Anything from
That
the
was
peanut
actually
gallery?
That was probably the coolest thing I've heard since doing this little voice chat tonight. That was pretty wizard.
Yeah. But yeah, no, he's a super cool dude. And the thing is, it wasn't like a thing of, oh, he needs to pass people because he's their mentor and he's a quota. No, there was 4 other people just like me who were part of that were his mentees, and he fucking non-selected them. He basically told the higher command, this person isn't ready to be an officer, do not fucking commission them. So
Yeah, basically, they're like, he was being genuine when what he said to you was, you can serve a distinction. You just you showed him you were there to be fucking serious.
yeah, so like it wasn't just him saying shit, because he did non-select 3 other people that were in like the same fucking boat as me. So that means a lot to me, the fact that those words actually meant something, because I saw it in person. And those guys were really shitbags. Like, man, fuck me. If they commissioned, we would have been. God save whoever the fuck would be under their command if they actually commissioned.
Yo, can you explain that?
What?
We're the type of why are officers the way they are now?
So there's a lot of programs right now.
Yeah.
So this is an issue with ROTC programs mostly. OCS not too much, and West Point is its own can of worms. We're not touching about that. West Point is fucking weird. But there's a lot of ROTCs around the country that have this mentality of, we need to pump up our numbers, because their commander, that like regiment or whatever the fuck, he's like a lieutenant colonel typically, and he wants to become a full bird colonel. So he wants to put on his OER, his officer evaluation report, I commissioned X amount of officers in X amount of years. So they're just pushing people out the door, even though they don't know what the fuck they're doing. They have no business being in the military, let alone be a goddamn officer, but they get pushed through the door. I've seen this happen, not in my program. I was, when I went to fucking Cadet Land to do our final fucking training bullshit that we did, there was this another person that I was with, and how that Cadet Land works is you go in a sticks lane for like 2-3 weeks, and everyone gets a leadership position. So either like your platoon leader or fucking platoon sergeant or squad leader, whatever the fuck, during your bullshit, fighting their trophies crap. And this one person was the platoon leader, and they had no idea how to set up an ambush. They had no idea how to do small unit tactics. They had no idea what the fuck a formation was. They didn't know any basic soldiering skills. None. It was like their brain was fucking empty. It's like if you took a random fucking civilian and just plopped them there. It's like they weren't taught shit by their program.
I got comments on that. So I don't think I've ever mentioned it. I was in ROTC for 2 years.
Oh, you never mentioned that,
I encountered at least 3 of those. There were some people who were squared away. Some people I'll be like, I will serve under you any day.
Oh yeah, no,
I trust you,
absolutely.
but
There's
then-
some good people, but there's a lot of shitbags.
Then there was this one female. They pushed through and they did everything. It's not because she's female. Yeah, funny woman joke. But it was the fact that basic items, she wouldn't. My biggest thing is she won't accept correction without it being a knock on her personal character. It's not I don't like you or they don't like you. It's hey, this is an issue we need to fix. Like my biggest thing
It's
is
simply nothing
I
personal.
was prior, and I have range qualifications. So Master's like, "Hey, Sentry, come do range stuff with us because we trust you and we know you're qualified on this." And I did it, and I'm like first year, and I got thrown into second years. And I was like, "Hey, don't do that." And first like 3 months they've known me, and her response is, "Don't tell me what to do." And I was so close to throwing her because she was swinging her muzzle around,
Oh my god.
finger on the trigger. I was like, "You can't do this. This is not." I literally had to go stop. I've never knife handed someone before that, but I knife handed her. I'm like, "You need to stop now. I'm gonna tell Master Sergeant to kick you off this range for this entire exercise. Because if you can't take this seriously, no one in your companies are ever going to listen to you. Period."
Yeah.
This is
But-
one thing I'll say I am kind of glad with the Marine Corps for, because while I do believe that there's a lot of backwardness, and that is kind of contributing to our biggest issue right now, which on paper, yes, we're meeting our recruitment quotas, but we have such a large drain of actual knowledge, because we are filling the spots that people are fucking leaving, but we're losing knowledge. We're losing fucking staffing COs, NCOs, everybody, because they're doing 4 years, or as I was, they're doing 4, and they're doing another 4, and then they're getting the fuck out because they're like, what's the point? Nothing is being retained. Their careers are fucking hitting just straight up walls. Like, these are otherwise very qualified individuals. Fucking, they've got combat tours. I mean, like, 4 years ago in the Marine Corps, even in fucking reserve units, they reduced the fucking combat action ribbons and actual experience fucking everywhere. Now in my fucking unit, it's just 3 of us. It's just fucking 3 people who have actually had that experience. And that's not to knock anybody else, because a lot of these, there are people who are more knowledgeable than me, and they're really great individuals. But the issue is that there's a lot of people who are in positions now that don't know what the fuck they're talking about, and they cannot refer to somebody who may know a little bit more than them, because it comes off personal, like it's attack on their fucking authority or their ego. And then the younger guys, you either get somebody who's really fucking great, willing to learn, ready, and either get fucked over and jaded, or they just are already a shitbag, and I don't fucking know how. Like, I've had kids come straight out of the fucking schoolhouse at Fort Sill, and they're just already belligerent as fuck. And I don't know why. Like, how the fuck did you make it through the pipeline without getting corrected? Or fucking just ADSEP for the shit you're doing? Because there's no fucking reason you should come out of the schoolhouse to a fucking straight fucking HIMARS unit and act the way you're acting with the responsibility you're supposed to fucking have. Because then these retards are like, why the fuck am I not on a gun crew? Why am I not doing this? Why am I not doing that? It's because you won't fucking do the smallest shit first. I cannot fucking trust you or give you any responsibility if I'm fucking.
No, I completely
Yeah,
understand.
yeah.
Sometimes like it gets to the point where I just want to shut. Like the best advice I can give all the new people we get, because it's a. I would like. I hate to say this. We've had one good new guy out of the past 20 new guys we got in. One good one, and I would say it's because he's from Syria and he's a really chill dude. And you know, he
Yeah,
kind of
no,
like
like-
that. You're born
Feels
with,
like
like
he's
I
a
like the
fucking
phrase
dude.
that he's born with a combat ribbon.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You
so
know, he came there, so
And-
it's like he's set. But like, honestly, like the best advice I give is shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. You will go so far in life compared to the average new guy, because I don't want to get talked down to by some dude from the burbs acting like he's some hardcore fucking ghetto guy straight out of basic. It's like, shut the fuck up, dude. You know?
Did I tell you about that guy we had, Alfredo? And what happened to him?
What is that guy?
One who we lost on the border. Did I explain that to you?
Oh yeah, no, you told me about
Okay,
that
yeah.
guy with
No,
the.
that's a story. That's a story for
Yeah.
another day.
Yeah, but holy fuck. And Nato, and just the brain drain, like you said, like I've lived through it now where we've gone for our entire, like I was so pride in my unit in the fact and had faith that our entirety of our NCO cord was deployed. We had guys from all the way back from Desert Storm to, you know, right for
Yeah.
Surge of experience. And now we only have 2 dudes, and it's just mind-boggling to me, like how much performance has dropped.
yeah.
Like, what kills me right now is my 2 closest friends, I'd say, that are equal to me in rank at my unit. One was fucking all the way back from fucking 93. He's gonna get out next year. So that's gonna be a fucking loss, because he's tired of this. Because he gets along with a lot of the newer guys great. He can handle them. It's the fact that, and this isn't fuck officers. It's that the Marine Corps is really fucking bad at putting people in the right place. Like, this is really
Force wide.
specific, I guess, but fuck it. They don't know me.
Yeah.
We had a pretty bad incident that resulted in some individuals facing some punishment from 2-star. because they didn't know their fucking place.
Oh, that yeah,
And-
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. That is trickling down again.
Hmm.
Because some other shits came out about that I was not privy to. Because I will give people one thing, they're pretty good compartmentalizing things. But there was even more retarded things going on there. It is what it is.
I mean, naturally, with what
It's just shit like
stupid
that.
shit they did, that's just there's gonna be more.
Well, here's the thing. Like, up until then, he was great. Like, I genuinely believe if he was anywhere else, he would have been fine. I just think it's the fact that he got
There was-
put somewhere he didn't know what the fuck to do,
Yeah.
and he got tired of looking like a fucking idiot. Because, to his credit, I'm not going to shit on somebody and not give him credit. That's wrong to me. He was great in everything except for matters pertaining to artillery. Because he came from fucking aviation. What the fuck is an aviation officer doing in artillery?
Yeah.
There's no fucking reason for it. The Marine Corps has this great idea that, oh, we'll swap them out every couple fucking years so they can get experience in everything. No, that's not always a good fucking idea.
That just sounds like a terrible idea, man. Like
that-
my
It
my
is.
my
I
whole
have
thing is
fucking bad.
intel. Like if you put my ass as a maneuver commander, people are gonna die. Like I'm not gonna
That's
sugarcoat
what
it.
I'm saying.
Like I'm an intel
Like,
dude.
you
My
are-
whole thing is analysis and presenting that shit and making sure that the S2 shop is squared away and we know what the fuck we're doing. I'm not a
That's
maneuver
why
commander.
I'm not fully blaming him. Like,
Yeah.
as retarded as it sounds, because I think in the moment his decision making was absolutely terrible. But I think he was put in a very bad situation, and a lot of other things boiled over. It's like you said, you do intel. If I just fucking picked you up, forced you out of your shop, and sent you to a fucking unit where all your responsibilities are different, like, because obviously I'll say this: a colonel in an intel shop will do a very fucking different thing in an artillery unit.
Yeah.
So it's just astounding. I mean, and one of the things I did pride is because again, a lot of people in my unit are reclassed. A lot of them came. Well, I can't say a lot; they're gone now. But we came from an infantry background, and we got reclassed. So like that's where like the guy I was talking about who's getting out next year,
Yep.
he was same as fucking me, infantry. Then we got moved over, and he's performed well in that fucking billet that he performs in now as a launcher chief. Dude went from fucking classing dudes on fucking 0331 machine gun shit to fucking slinging fucking Gimlers and ATACMS missiles. It's fucking amazing. But I mean, I'll be honest, the transition for me is kind of fucking suck shit. Partially because I'm kind of a lazy shitbag, and this is a lot more physical than I thought it'd be. I was like, oh fuck, thank God, I'm getting to this unit right when they're transitioning from 155s to HIMARS. That means I'm not lifting heavy ass fucking shells.
No,
man.
no. You
I
lifting
was
those
so-
big ass rockets.
Yeah, the first time I got to the unit was when they were dragging the fucking 155s, when a lot of dudes were pissed the fuck off because then they had to retrain. But this is another retarded thing I'll go ahead and just bitch about. We are a rocket artillery unit. We have a distinctly different MOS number than Cannoneers. But why the fuck are Rocketeers going to the same school as cannons and not learning anything about the fucking rocket systems? They're going to Fort Sill and they're learning how to use fucking 155s and all the other fucking weapon systems. But they're not learning jack shit about the fucking HIMARS. So when they come to the unit, they don't know what the fuck to do because they're expecting cannons.
Yeah.
So you're essentially starting with a brand new guy that you have to teach. You have to do 6 months of training over the course of 2 fucking days, like every other month. Like
Yeah. Like
it's just not possible, and that's why I'll say I don't blame some of these guys for being belligerent the way they are, because like if I showed the fuck up, was trained wrong, and I don't have a fucking purpose at the unit, I'd be pretty pissed off too. The ones
Yeah.
I'm pissed at are the ones who had the fucking opportunity and had a lot of the training. Because we asked some motherfuckers, hey, look, do you want to go on fucking active orders and do fucking just reservist shit all like for fucking like 6 months? Just try to do a fucking cursory course, and we got trainers sent out there to work with us. And they shitbagged it. They fucked it so hard. Like, they was pieces of shit. And then the trainers sat there and said, fuck this. We're not coming back out here. That was such a golden fucking opportunity to correct
And-
the fuck up
and
the Marine Corps is not yet
They
fucked
blew
up.
it.
They blew it. Like that wasn't just a for them thing.
That was
That
for
was
the whole
for
unit.
everybody else after them because
Yep.
we're still getting guys that don't know what the fuck. Like we're getting Seaburn dudes. We got a fucking aviation mechanic last month. What the fuck? What's he gonna do here?
Oh, God.
What the fuck is he?
The aviation mechanic without fucking airframes.
fuck. Winners, we got one of you.
Like,
What?
Yeah.
You got at your company level? You got a fucking intel person.
Yeah, he's a 12 Bravo now.
Why?
He's never gonna get trained.
He's never.
Something IRR.
Oh my god! No, not the fucking
Yeah.
IRR people.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. He's a
No.
baby.
Ooh.
No, no, no,
No,
no.
like the biggest insult I have ever gotten in the military has been a new fucking guy who came in a year after me, coming up to me and telling me to my face that I got picked for something. This is like relates to where I got picked to go overseas.
Yeah.
And he came up to me after the fact and was like, I don't know why you were picked and I wasn't. It's complete bullshit. You're a fucking kiss ass, yada yada yada. I'm in way better shape than you. And I just had to tell him, I was like, dog, you're a fucking retard. You're an E3 who talks like he's a fucking E5. Shut up. Like, just shut up. Like, that's all I'm gonna tell you, dog. That's
The
all
thing
you have
is-
to do.
Yeah.
It's exactly why he didn't get picked, because you're getting sent overseas to do trading international work, which is a big deal. And if you go and do that and create problems in
It's a
another
big
country,
deal.
it gets amplified a lot. That's
Yup.
exactly why.
We just can't trust you to be an adult. And like, yeah, I'll admit, you're in better shape. Do you like? And this is another thing too. Do you suck at engineer tasks compared to me? Yeah, shut the fuck. Like, there's no comparison, dude. Just shut the fuck up. I'm one of
Yeah.
the only people in my unit actually knows how to use a fucking claymore at this point. So please, shut the fuck up. But like, yeah, I'm not.
My-
I'm
my
in
feeling
terrible
is
shape right
like-
now. It's like in every other
I
aspect,
guess
you should
embarrassing shit to say.
embarrassing shit laid on.
This quickly became military. I mean, whenever we have the four military dudes, it's just become a military stream when there's dead air. So no.
We ran
So
out of questions.
Well, okay, so chat, you can ask questions now. So before we keep rambling about military shit, you got
No,
questions.
We're rambling.
Well,
I want
we're-
to hear what the embarrassing shit was.
We're
and
we're,
then
we're, we're,
essentially
we're, we're gonna ramble, but you guys can ask questions and I'll stop the
so
rambling for a
I
minute.
want to not be negative here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Positive.
The army is what you take out of it.
100%.
If you put in effort, you're gonna get a lot out of it. But if you do 4 years, like you said, shit back the whole way, it's gonna be a miserable experience. I'll say, for example, spent a year on the border with the Guard. One thing is, we had a staff sergeant, sergeant first class now, as a result of this. He was on the civilian side, project manager. I'm at 12 November. We were on heavy equipment. We were running a project. He stepped up. No one was asking him to. Said, hey, Lieutenant, I'll take this from you. Here's my credentials. I work as a project manager. And we started, before he did that, oh my God, that work site was the lowest production out of the entire engineer battalion out there. We ended up being first place, running 200 yards more per week than every other company, just because if you work and you show up motivated to do your job and you have command who's motivated to have you there and puts people, Army's people, I cannot stress this enough. If, let's say, anyone in this chat wants to be command or lieutenant or NCO along the way, you could go get a task done, but if you don't have the morale of your people behind you, it's going to be a struggle bus the whole way. You have to put faith in your people, especially after they've worked their butts off for you. But that's another issue. It's Army heritage, and I could rant about why the Blue Book isn't a great choice anymore for the modern Army, and why we're kind of somehow lagged behind every other modern Army in how we manage people. And
That-
that's not
yeah.
like that's not, what's the term, sharp EO. That it's not that.
It's like actually just basic soldiering shit.
It's day-to-day soldiering. Oh, you didn't salute me coming. I'm like, but does he respect you? Period.
Yeah.
It's not that he came around the corner and he missed you and you smoked the dog shit out of him. That just creates animosity between you two. I get
Yeah.
it. If you didn't salute First Sergeant, that's one thing. If you didn't salute the brand new E6, or go to parade rest. Sorry, you didn't go to parade rest for the brand new E6 when he walked into a room full of E5s. That's where the issue is coming from. It's people. It's personnel. The Army's personnel. If you treat your people well, treat them like adults when they act like adults,
Yeah.
like we were talking before, you're going to get good work, good people. And you're going to get people who will go to hell and back for you because you've gone to hell and back and to bat for them
Yeah, like
when they needed you.
I don't understand why it's such a hard concept for some other people to, like, you know, you're adults, I'm gonna treat you like adults until you tell me that you're not a fucking adult. You know what I mean? Like with my shop, it's literally, all right, this is what you need to do. I trust that you know what the fuck you're doing. I trust that you remember whatever the fuck the schoolhouse taught you. Here is your end state. Here is your time hack. Go do great things, and that's it. I fucking check up on them, make sure they're actually doing their goddamn job, because most of them are E2s, E3s now, because the shop got fucking cycled recently, so it's a bunch of new people. But still, like, I still treat them like fucking adults. I'm not like breathing over their goddamn shoulder every 2 minutes, like checking their goddamn acetate, you know? Because that just doesn't create results. That just makes them feel like they're fucking children, and they're not gonna want to do anything.
If you like I said, you put in what you put in is what you get out, and that's personal too.
Yep.
If you put in time and effort to be like, hey, off-site, out of uniform, out of time, how have you been? Like, legitimately. Not like, oh, this. I'm like, no, give me the real answer. I know you've been having family issues. Would you like to just go sit down and go out and get something to eat, get out of the barracks, get it off your mind? Let's just go have a good time.
Yeah.
Like, that's the one thing that I will, to end it back about the company I was on the border. Every other company was bad morale. But what did we do on our days off? We went into a steakhouse on our own dime, each of us, and we just hung out and make friends. Make friends with the people that you're below with. But you need to know the one thing on the caveat about this is you need to know when that friendship turns off and they go back to being your boss.
Yeah, that's
the
another
one
thing.
thing.
People don't seem to understand boundaries in professional boundaries, you know? It's like, I'll be chill with you, but you're still an E2. Like, there's boundaries here. I will bullshit with you when there's nothing else to do. I will treat you like a human, but I'm not going to go drink with you and your buddies,
Like,
because
for example,
it's just not
Lieutenant
happening.
Winters Ghost tells me to do X task, and I start arguing with him because I like him and we get along really well. That is the absolute wrong response. It's like, hey, if there's an issue with it, try and explain respectfully the issue, but just because you don't want to do it doesn't mean just to ignore it.
Yeah.
What makes that like really wrong isn't like maybe they're best buds. Like I have 3 good buds right now. We're all the same rank. We all we are uber retarded 100% of the time. But I have to reel it back in at times with them because it's not that you guys are doing it because it's still a friendly work environment. It's the fact that their utter Joe Snuffy next to you sees that shit.
And he
And
thinks
now
that's
he's
like
gonna go up
normal.
to an E6
Yeah.
and talk to them. Get everyone fucked up. That's the problem. Like it might be good between you guys, and it's great to keep that morale up and have buds. Like they're now my 2 good buddies outside the army, even. But like just keep it mature because other people see you, and then that's how they act. And like it's always like, oh, why does he get to cut a hole in his glove? I want fingerless gloves, and that whole
And
deal.
yeah, like that's also why we have to enforce really stupid shit, because then everyone's gonna do that thing, even if it's okay for this one guy, because we know he's squared away. But then, you know, new E2 straight from fucking basic and AIT is gonna see that, and then he's gonna do it, and he's gonna be fucked up. You know, it's just because we can't have nice things. We can't have nice things.
Sorry, the army.
Uh,
No nice things for you.
The biggest
Nope.
thing, if we have Army people in here, that like what Cowboy was saying when he was on, learn from your leadership as they are. There's a lot of knowledge base there, and like I said, just try and make friends with them. If they don't want to be friends, that's okay, but learn what they have, because eventually they're going to tell you a lot of stuff that will get you a lot further in life. Like, not even on a financial sense, just on a military sense of, hey, I don't know how to, let's say example, something I had to train someone on, light equipment transport trailer. So gooseneck, let me get a photo of it to explain it. So you need to be able to go up to ask someone and be like, hey, honestly, I've been assigned this, but I don't know how to do it. And you not take that as a way of, oh, you're fucked up and you don't care about your job. It's like, hey, that's okay. I'm going to go over there and we're going to sit there and figure out what we need to do to get you up to speed. And I'm going to be there, but you're going to do it. I'm not going to jump in and do it then expect you to know. I'm going to be there, like you said. You're going to check on them and make sure they don't piss off or go do something else. But it's like,
Yeah.
hey, I don't want you to be using the excuse of I don't know how. I want you to sit there and learn, so I'm not having to grab 2 people who know how to operate a PLS out of a company of 140 people, because no one wanted to train and no one knew, and they just let the 2 guys go do it. But then what happens when those 2 guys are tired? Where does
Everything's
all
fucked.
that knowledge go?
Like, that's an issue we had recently. We had this one really scared away staff sergeant who was really fucking good at his job, but he's been in for like way too long, and he wanted out. He was not realistic. No matter what we tried, he was done. But he was the only one that knew how to set up and fix our OSRBT, which is for people who don't know, the OSRBT is basically the thing we use to get a live feed from our UAS system. So like from our Great Eagles, from our Shadows, from our drones. We get a live feed using the OSRBT. And the OSRBT is an old, antiquated piece of shit system. It is archaic and it sucks to set up. And he was the only person that fully knew how to set it up. I know how to do like bits and pieces here and there and like do some troubleshooting, but he was the only person in the whole fucking unit that knew from it being complete in the box to it being able to set up to being back in the box like the back of his hand. And he's been gone for like 4 months now. And we had a rotation to a country recently, and they needed the OSRBT. And since he was gone, it took them like twice the fucking amount of time to set up the OSRBT than it should have. And it was a whole thing because we're in another country, we're the Americans, we're supposed to be super competent, and then here we are fucking around with this like box from like the fucking early 00s because we don't know how the fuck to use it. Because we just lost institutional knowledge.
Yeah.
That's how it is with 90% of our generators.
Yeah.
How does it work? We don't know.
Oh, actually, funny story with that. Last AT, because people know I work on this on the civilian side, so they ask me things when they don't know.
Mhm.
Like, we have the only generators our company knows how to use is the Dresches. Do you all know what the Dresch is?
Yeah, it's the mobile ones that are hooked to like the back of Humvee and shit.
Yeah, the ones for the tents and whatnot, the air conditioner units.
Yeah.
Everyone knows how to start up a Dresch. We go get the 6-man lift ones, everyone's lost. Like, people are trying to jump, and I'm like, hey guys, there's not a switch, there's an actual cable you have to get in there and connect to the battery terminal. And you have to open it up, make sure that's connected, check the grounds, then it'll start. And like, for example, they were trying to pull the 6-man lift to run like a power tool. We have like little single output ones for running power tools off. I'm like, everyone's like, I don't know how to do this. I'm like, here, we're gonna go through the 3 we have and just look at it. And is it leaking oil? Yes, no. All right, those 2 we deadline. Then we're gonna go look at the others, and they're like, where's the power source? I'm like, no, these are old. These are man start. You're pulling this with a pull cord. There's no, unlike the 6-mans, there's no switch. Oh, anyone going to do motor pool work, if you were asked to go get a logbook, the first thing you do for that vehicle is you take a photo of the HQ number and the serial number. Because not every company's supply that's going to dispatch you is right next to the motor pool.
Yeah, so our dispatch fucking area is way in the armory. It's a pain in the ass.
Forth doing phone calls to find the vehicle they were looking for and the serial number.
I like how you
Anything you're
guys.
doing.
So that's a luxury right there.
What do you mean luxury? Oh yeah, I forgot your foot.
Oh.
Your foot now.
Not only that, but just fuck, dude. I can't even go into it because like that's the thing. Like I want to complain about stuff, but the stuff I'm gonna complain about is so niche combined with the fact that the engineer world is like so small in general, like
Everyone
stuff I
could
say-
find yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I dox myself with half the things I say because the engineer world is so small.
Like,
Can I tell you-
honestly, if you were on the border and you heard everything I just described, you know the company and the exact person I was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
I mean,
Holy fuck,
that's just the gist with the military, especially the reserve world in general, where it's just
Well,
like,
I'll say one thing. When the civilian comes up with you and like, oh, this person's at this fort here, and they're like, do you know them? And I'm like, no, I really don't know these people. It's every time. It's like, oh, my cousin is in Germany. Would you know them? And I'm like,
no.
what MOS are they? And they don't even know. And I'm like, I
Like-
don't know who you're talking about.
Well,
Plus
yeah,
he's in the Coast Guard.
Oh yeah, Coast Guard, you'd probably be able to do that.
well, the thing is, like, the IC, it's like super small and tight knit. So like, I see the same people whenever we go on rotation, like all the time. So for us, at least, it's like, if I say too much, and someone in that community is watching, they could probably fucking pinpoint me within like an hour, and that's no bueno. That's not good.
Oh my god. I love the fact I'll dox myself rightfully here with this, right? Because if you figure out you deserve this, there is a guy in my unit who has like 5 of my stickers. And
does
I don't
he know?
like,
Does he know?
He doesn't know. That's the thing. Like, I tried like to awkwardly ask at one point because I was like, maybe because he's like a nerdy guy, right? So I'm like, maybe he's too awkward. Maybe like this is like some kind of like shock thing. But like, nope, no. And I'm like, dude, you see, like, you follow me on Twitter. I know, like, I figured out what is your, like, I figured out which is his account, right?
Yeah.
I see him liking my posts and whatnot of like when I'm at drill and I'm posting my fucking 249 pit or my M2HB pit, right? With me
Yeah.
in it. And he it's just like him
It's-
standing in the background and he's liking that post and not making the recollection. And that's when I'm like, oh my god, this guy's fucking brain dead.
Talking about fucking Uchi, some shit.
No, a dude in his unit.
No.
A dude in my
Oh.
unit owns my stickers and has it on his water bottle and hasn't put 2 and 2 together that I am him.
I
So
would
it-
keep. I would fucking absolutely keep it that way.
Yup, that's
It's,
like
uh,
how I'm gonna. I just don't know how he hasn't though. Like it blows my mind.
I had
Hmm.
a guy who was in my unit who I had to fucking sleep with in a fucking hotel, and apparently he's in a lot of the same fucking discords I'm in, and talks to a lot of the. He knew a lot of people that I didn't like, and a lot of people that I did like. He's kind of one of those weird, like. He's one of the guys who's into guns, but he's into like the weird fucking way. Like that's all he talks about. He wears a fucking K-bar knife on his plate.
Oh, he's one of those guys.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Like you first approach him like, oh, he likes guns. Maybe he's kind of cool. Then you're like, oh no, he's the kind of guys that get fucking killed. Like the mistake we had one night is we were in the fucking in the hotel room and I was talking to fucking Neko.
Yeah.
And before that, he really didn't have much interesting conversation. Like we talked about guns and shit a little bit, but I was kind of getting tired of it. The moment he heard a woman talk about guns, that motherfucker zipped across the goddamn room. And then he fucking like budged into my conversation or starts talking, and I'm like, you know what? They're actually they're getting along pretty fucking well. So you know what? I'll let him talk. And is the stream still running, by the way?
Yeah,
Yes.
stream's still running.
Okay, whatever. So
About to say some horrid shit.
I was. But anyways, they're talking, and then Neko says some interesting stuff that you can probably imagine the content of. And his
Right.
fucking face just like kind of turns a little bit. I'm like, ah, fucking Christ, I'm gonna get you. This motherfucker is about to go straight to fucking Staff Sergeant Tyrone and get my ass like
Beat.
knocked back down to corporal for like the fucking 3rd time.
Like I
I'm
told
like,
you guys.
there's no fucking way my career is ending here in a fucking hotel room because of this fucking guy. Like, God. But then he gets my number. And then one day, while fucking we done a formation, I'm going to talk to the fucking sir. I get a text from an unknown number that says, "What's your Discord username, kitten?"
and they send me a
Ah.
fucking picture,
Bruh.
and it's him.
Oh no.
Oh no.
And
Oh no.
I've never given like a fraternization speech, but that was like the one time I was like, hey, I don't think it'd be appropriate for us to, maintain this kind of friendship. I say, knowing damn well I'm gonna go fuck with some Lance Corporals in about like 2 minutes.
Okay.
But he's like the only motherfucker that I'm
Wait,
like,
you had to give the talk to.
yeah, because I'm like, you just. I will help you. I will lead you on the right path. But fuck am I not talking to you? I will never impede your career. I will help your career.
But do
I'm
not
gonna
speak to
fucking
me.
hold your hand and be your friend. If you're gonna
You
fucking kill yourself, please come to me and I will help you. But like,
Otherwise, don't talk to me.
yeah, just don't. If I'm seeing with you, my standing, I'll get a bad fucking bullet point.
God damn, that's the thing. Like every time I worry about, man, I'm a fuck up. I'm not normal, and then I meet people like that in person. I'm like, actually, I'm not
I
that
know.
bad.
It's
I'm
like you're
pretty
not that
okay.
bad. I have that exact thing. It's like
Dude,
I'm
know.
not the weird one.
I'm always like, am I a bad person? And I meet somebody who like outpaces me by like 30 miles. I'm like, holy shit, I'm actually kind of like this Saint Gabriel. Fuck.
Damn.
Goddamn.
Yeah, like when I first met this guy, he confused me because like he had a fucking pistol holster on his plate carrier, and it was
Oh,
for
God.
an M9.
Yeah.
And that was about the time they swapped over to the fucking new SIGs that are dog shit.
Right.
And every time I see like, what the fuck is an M9 holster? I don't use pistol ball because when I saw him in a certain screens, I didn't see fucking pistol badge. I've never seen him armed with a pistol. Why the fuck does he have that holster? So one day I asked him, I'm like, why do you have that on there? I'm just curious. He's like, I think it's cool. I'm like, oh, okay. Why do you have a fucking K-bar like dangling over your dick right now? Because he put the fucking knife like in the center of his plate carrier, but like on the bottommost fucking volley swing.
So it's just
Oh,
hanging
so it's
loose.
just nut tapping him. Oh my god.
it's
Ding
it's
dong.
swinging around like fucking a tin can on a fucking just married car, you know? Like no retention whatsoever. I'm just amazed every time I see it. Like, is nobody gonna correct this motherfucker?
See, I'm one of those guys. I have a knife on my plate carrier, right?
Yeah.
But it's on there because it has a story. And I probably shouldn't be saying the story on stream, but I will, right? It's an M7 bayonet that we were talking with a bunch of natty guardsmen, right? And they were practicing riot control. And I just took it off one of their rifles to look at it because I was like, oh my god, yo, this is like a Vietnam era one. You know, it was going for my whole like TISM thing, not at like Ben level like Vietnam
Yeah.
autism, but I got enough. So
Yeah.
I was going for my whole TISM thing, and I like took the thing off his belt because they were still rocking like they used to do the Alice shit over their fucking flicks. It was funny as fuck. Because they just busted these
Oh
open.
my
That's
God.
that's terrible.
Practice- Yeah, New York Natty Guardsmen to practice like bayoneting Antifa people outside the courthouse.
Oh
This
my
action,
God.
Things go full retard, right? This is last year. I'm like, cool, and I just walk off with it, and none of them stop me.
So-
oh my god, ruin that man.
So,
Funny
I
thing-
wonder if-
Funny thing about the bayonets is in my unit we still have them all in the plastic wrapping in the armory. They're still like as they were because we have never fucking touched them because we're in HQ. Well, why the fuck would we touch our bayonets?
this is funny.
Right.
We don't have that, but you know your armory has night vision.
Yeah.
We were going through ours, and they called me in because I was somehow qualified because I know military stuff. I'm like, I don't know jack shit at night vision at that time. We're going through our stuff. We have enough PVS 14s for everyone, but the backups are PVS 7s.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And I just saw that. I'm like, I don't want to use this, but I want to own this.
we have I think 3 7s still in the books, and then we have 4 on they're there. They're physically there, but they're not in the books. So just no one wants to touch them because they're like radioactive. Because it's like if I touch it, it's suddenly my responsibility. And I don't want to have to fucking deal with that
Exactly.
shit.
What the fuck is the scope? It's not night. I don't know if it's thermal. I don't know if it's night
You're
vision.
talking
It's
about
just
the night
Paz?
the night
Are you
star
talking
scope.
Paz
Like-
13?
20 of those. For
I've
just
actually
no
got.
apparent
I've
reason.
gotten to shoot those. They're actually pretty sweet. Back when we had the marksmanship
Actually-
squad stuff, that was pretty
Bullshit
cool.
my way into using those.
So the weird thing about the Paz 13 is there's multiple models. Rifle mount, general purpose like 240, 249.
Mhm.
Then there's the heavy weapons like Mark 19, 50. But you got to know the difference because I'll say I got a 50 caliber Paz 13. You could see a gnat's ass at 100,000 meters,
Nice.
but it's
By the way,
about half the weight of my M4.
Winters, I have
Yep.
got a message from the lovely Red.
Okay. I mean, he could just put in
He's
some
awesome.
fucking live chat, but go ahead.
He's asked me to relay to you that he's not enlisted.
Okay. You're gonna enlist anyways, one way or another, dude. With you think war's not happening in the next 5 years? Fucking check yourself. It's coming. It's coming.
Hate that
Hey,
talk.
look, as long as it happens within like the 5 year, I've got like roughly 5 years left. If this happens right after I get done, I'm happy. Then I'm just gonna like not fucking respond to like IRR.
They're just gonna call you and you're just like, wrong number.
Oh, I'm sorry, I got bad AIDS.
Sorry, I broke both my legs. Sorry.
I broke both my arms. My mom's helping me buy.
Yeah. See, one of the fun things about becoming an officer is the fine print is, we never get out of the IRR, ever. So, even if like let's say hypothetically I retire or not retire, I'm done. Like tomorrow I'm done. I'm a civilian again. In 20 years, if the army wanted to, they could call. They could pick up the phone and be like, "Hey, Winters, guess what, asshole? Report in. You're reinstated for active duty." And they 100% can do that to any officer at any time. The only time they can't do that is if they were removed under dishonorable conditions. But if they were just retired or resigned or like just normal conditions, at any point in time, the army can reactivate any officer they fucking want. And they did do it during Desert Storm.
Really?
Yeah, they reactivated a couple hundred officers to man brigades that were being sent over.
How long were they out for? That's the real question.
The longest one was out for 15 years.
Dude, fuck that. I would be.
Well, he
So pissed off,
he
but I
was-
trust
he
that
was,
guy more
um,
than I trust most people.
he was like a general staff officer, so he was just like a staffy.
Never mind.
Yeah, so he wasn't like a maneuver commander, but still, he was an officer that was like a fucking lieutenant colonel 15 years ago, and they're like, "Hey, buddy, we need bodies."
You know what? Some of the higher guys I would trust, but if I got some motherfucker like 15 years ago, he's either gonna be like hot shit, or he's gonna be like, "Where the M60s at?" Fuck that.
Yeah, but no, that's the thing. Officers are never ever actually fully out of the IIR as long as they were put out in good condition. Otherwise, they're gonna call your ass back anytime. So even if World War III pops out and I've retired, I'm not in the clear.
I remember
God.
I used to have like a weird fear of officers. Well, this was like old Lance Corporal, New Corporal, Cowboy.
Yeah.
Because like I had met like a lot of the fucking like really fucking hot shit Mustangs who went like fucking enlisted officer. And then I finally got around a couple of the ones that were fucking I'll say suffering from too many TBIs, just really fucking weird hyper-aggression. It's like you guys just come in two forms, like really fucking like weak but really cool nerds that actually are like kind of proficient, or just like dudes who could probably kill me in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah, 100%.
At least that's the Marine Corps experience I've had. Because there's one motherfucker that I swear to God would have killed me with his fucking sword if he had the opportunity. And then there's the current one we have who just like shows up, says some shit that makes sense, and then leaves and fucking just tells people, just begs them not to post anime in the group chat.
Please don't. Please stop.
Please don't send anime tits
In the group
fucking
chat.
Italian group chat. Yeah.
The battalion group chat.
Yeah, and I'm just like, there's no fucking way. Because, like, it was when we were over in fucking,
we were last deployed, some motherfucker put like Android 18 from fucking Naruto, fucking Dragon Ball Z,
Right.
whatever, fucking blonde chick
Yeah.
with the fattest fucking pussy lips in the fucking group chat.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. What?
And the fucking captain steps in and is like, I don't think this is the appropriate place for this. And his response was, sorry, I meant to put this in the SNCO group chat.
Keep it real. Keep it real.
Oh, the fucking.
It was. Like, and it kills me. Because I gotta, let me get his fucking profile picture in the fucking group chat
The
now. You'll know
profile
exactly
picture.
who the fuck it was.
Oh god.
I love the band of fucking misfits that I've got. Because this is the guy who's had like fucking 2 heart attacks because he won't stop taking Tren.
He never stops.
He lives
I
off
like how
trend.
you Now just like picture this man. Slowly you're building a character.
Dude, I love him so much because when I first met him, I was like, you seem like a cocky piece of shit. I was like, oh, you're a cocky piece of shit, but you're the type that I love and adore. Because, like, he always gets his shit done. His section is always, like, one of the
Squared
top
away,
fucking performance
shit's
ones.
But
together.
he's a fucking weirdo.
I don't even want to call him the weirdest one we've got is the one who I know for a fact every time we get on an AT goes and bangs Tren. Like, every fucking time. Because he posted in the fucking group chat!
Oh my god.
Like, I just love him because he plays it off like he fucking hates gays. But he'll sit there and just talk about, you know, that.
Yeah.
And I hate it because his fucking name. Probably be a little bit specific here, but. Well, I thought. His name is Flo. So like, he's always like, I'm just spreading the love, baby. I'm like,
Oh my
no,
god.
no, stop.
Stop it.
Like,
Get some help.
what fucks me up is he was like a nationally known athlete for like a fucking time. Like, he is such a character. Like, I swear to God, we've got like 300 and something normal people and then like 10 fucking like protagonists.
Goddamn, I'm definitely a side character in my unit. That's just what I come to terms. Like, there are those protagonists. There is like, that's the one thing. I feel like in every unit there is the club. There's the people who like are friends and have been doing this for 8 years and yada yada yada. And then there's everyone else. And if you're not part of that group, you're not part of the club. You're kind of just there.
Yeah.
I'm part of like the old guys. Look at people and go, I've got two NUSMs. Oh, what do you got, bitch? Was he service room or something? Oh, not really. Just the grumpy old guys. Except I've started fucking around with some of the corporals for new. And I love them to death, dude. They're just so retarded. Like, the shit they say is just so. I had one guy explain to me while we were fucking preparing the fire mission, explain to me the entire history of the Mormon Church.
Oh my god.
But the entire time he's got Dick Bar gear raps playing in the background. So like all I hear is like dudes. I love when they say the news like that just playing on repeat in the background. And he's fucking Mormon Church.
My god.
And I'm just like, you're not a real fucking person, and he's our fucking FO. Like he's
Yes.
really good at his fucking job.
But he's a weirdo.
He's the good kind of weirdo because he goes to church.
He's still a weirdo, you know.
Yeah, but I'd rather hang
Yeah,
out.
well,
with
there's
all
a
the
friendly
weirdos
fire over here.
Okay.
I'd rather hang out with all the weirdos and the fucking straight-laced guys who like make you like say weird shit like 9/11 was a conspiracy by the Jews, and I really want to kill somebody, but then look at me weird when I make a joke about being dudes. Like if you're
Yeah.
gonna be weird, be funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, reasonable, honestly.
That's like where I'm at with the fucking military is I tried to be straight laced. I tried to be, you know, just not myself. And I was miserable. And I got treated like shit. And no one wanted to work with me. Because I was just quiet.
But yeah, because you just hated life.
And then,
That's one thing. People think that they can't see through the fake you. Maybe
They-
the first, like, if you're at a board, they're not going to see through it. But if you're working around people, they're gonna notice. And they're gonna be like, they're hiding something for some reason.
Yep.
I'm not gonna put them on the good stuff. I'll get them work, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to find them
The
good
fun
work,
stuff.
stuff that's gonna improve. Go do the cool shit. Yeah, no.
I,
Oh my god, this man's Facebook. It's fucking not Facebook, but goddamn, just profile pic. Sorry, I had a stroke there.
That's
Oh god.
that pussy guy.
So in the brigade group chat, my profile picture is a fucking raccoon because of course it is.
Let's go.
I'm just blank. But yeah, now that I've like opened up in like the past 2 years, and have like 3 different nicknames, the most prevalent one being fucking not that's my old one, History Channel now. And there's like, it was a fact of the day, and I'll just like give a random like this happened today in history, yada yada. They're like, oh my, how can you do it? Like now I'm actually getting shit done. I'm actually treated with respect, and it's just like I'd rather just be a retard and have people know I'm a fucking retard than just not say
mean, like,
anything.
It's weird to say, but you've got like a one person personality. You know,
Mm.
like you play like for me, like I play a fucking character in my games, but it's real. It's like a lot of people are needing things from me. They're my needy little fucking children that I have to take care of. Like, oh, I forgot to do the fucking deal. I forgot to fucking do my fucking PMCs. What the fuck is it called? The guy.
PMCS.
Yeah, fucking PMCS, fucking annual classes. I need to do a fucking IRDT, fucking RIDT, whatever. All this other fucking shit that they forgot to do. And they're like, hey daddy, come please save me. Staff daddy, help me out, please. I fucked up staff daddy.
Please, please, help me! Help!
Help me! Okay, sure. How the fuck have you not done a PFT in 2 years?
Oh my god.
I gotta do that shit every single time I'm there, like every day.
Yeah, it's like, how do I unfuck this? Like, you did, like, why did you decide to wait until now? It's like, I'm trying to fix it myself. For 2 years?
You had 2 years.
You tried to fix it.
He tried his best, sir.
My other thing is, how the fuck did nobody catch this? Like, there's so much shit that I'm just continuing, like, my favorite thing. So, did I tell you about the gas mask story yet?
No.
So,
Oh.
I think I already told you.
Yeah.
I was helping out a homie who was doing fucking H&S on fucking gas masks, making sure they're all accounted for and checking their fucking status, what they're like. And I had 2 of my fucking dudes doing jack shit. To me being retarded, I was like, let me go help other people out instead of just fucking going to the parking lot and fucking off. And I walked over to my homie, I'm like, hey, what's up? What you gonna do? I'm about to go H&S gas masks. I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. I got 2 dicks over here. Need help? I really appreciate it. Sure, let me see what you got. You've got 50 M50. I think they're M50s. What the fuck is the new fucking piece of shit gas
50,
mask?
M50.
Yeah, the M50.
It is
The dual
It
filter.
is M50. Yeah. He's like, we got like 50 M50s in this Connex we gotta look at. I'm like, alright, fucking, let's go. And we open up the fucking Connex. There's 3 M40s in there, and one's dry rotted to fuck. And I'm like, what the fuck? I don't know. Like, where the fuck did they go? So I'm like, Connex gas masks. I'm like, well, what? First off, one, why is there only like 50 for like 300 some fucking dudes? 2, how the fuck are there old ones here and not fucking new ones? Like, I don't know the circumstances behind this because it fucked me. Because then we wasted the rest of the day going through all the other Connexes, making sure some retard just didn't mark the wrong shit. They're just not there.
They're just gone. So someone took them.
Fuck, this fucking commando store probably a year ago got a fucking and sold them at a fucking ridiculously upmarked rate. And
Yeah.
I guess we got some fucking little pity dick in fucking 40s. I mean, I love the M40, but like 2 of them had the satchel, the other one didn't. It was just dry rotting in the fucking box, like on its own. And
That's great.
He was like, what am I supposed to do? I'm like, I don't know. I should probably get back to my section.
This is not my problem.
Not my problem. Okay, Speaking of PCS, that brought up a memory from last AT that I got pissed about.
All right, go ahead.
So I got known as the guy who knows Humvee shit because I have to work on them. And long story short, for the Seaver and stuff, we got given a bunch of soft tops, and everyone starts having to do PMCS, and they're wondering why our shop won't go buy new parts. I'm like, so what? I'm like, hey, what does everyone's PMCS sheet say on every default, even if it's a good vehicle? Air conditioning doesn't work. What PMCS manual are you using? Oh, they list off the one for the new model. These are first model Humvees. We have a truck model that doesn't have overdrive. Speedo stops at 60.
That's
The first model Humvees don't have air conditioning. I had to beat into several people who should know better. Hey, these don't have air conditioning. You're using the wrong manual. And because you're using the wrong manual, the maintenance shop doesn't know how to get parts because you're trying to send them down a wild goose chase for the 6.2 motors. And they can't buy these parts. They're going to order a 6.5 part and just be confused as shit when it comes into the shop because they don't know what vehicles these are. They're going to just look at the sheet, look at the manual, pull up what they need.
Yeah, this is
And
why
that's why none of our
it's
shit's getting fixed.
Problem about the chassis fucking game sheet.
It's on the panel. It has the TM on the fucking data panel. And they just go through. So we have a, luckily, again, unit being pretty decent, we have a Google Drive full of PM sheets. And until this mission, we had the new, not 114s, like 150s, 150, I don't remember. But we have those because our command units for each brigade has one of the new model 4-doors. So we have that in there. So everyone this entire time was going to those sheets. And it's just like, guys, y'all are killing me.
You're killing me here.
Because I'm having to hand these out. I go get the dispatch for them and the annual checks on them. And I'm like, hey, start handing them out. And I go, hey, circle up around me because they're about to have a little class. What does everyone's PMCS sheet say for faults? And they start listing things off. I'm like, all right, what did all of y'all have in common? No air conditioning. Air conditioning does not work. Y'all, these vehicles do not have air conditioning. Period. They have a heater. They don't have air conditioning. I will all get in this group chat. I will all send you the correct manual. They say it on the side of the vehicle. Y'all got to look at these things. I'm tired of getting LETs in for PLS. PLS PMCS done on a LET. I don't know how y'all do this, but y'all do it. I scared him, like, God damn it. PMCS and a LET. LET is a 5x5, the big Oshkosh trucks.
Yeah.
PLS is the 5x5. LET is the 4x4 Kingpin towing trailer truck, but they're the same front end. The issue is if you don't do the right truck, even if it's the same part, everything's to be out of order and it fucks up shit along the way. It's tiny things that start creating cascades of issues. Like you're Lieutenant Winters, you get the upstream of unfucking the shit.
Yeah. Whenever
I'm sorry you didn't have any vehicles anymore.
No, do you want to know what's funny?
What?
We did like a little round robin competition of basic soldiering tasks, and not a single squad passed the PMCS and the Humvee.
amazing.
My squad included.
Shrimply
What do they
amazing.
not do? Not the marks right, or just
No,
missed shit?
it's just because when I PMCS a Humvee, I kick the fucking tire, turn it on, drive it around the block, see if anything explodes, and then I'm done. Like, that's just. It's
So
a
guess what?
completely wrong
You're already
idea.
better than everyone at my fucking company. No one wants to get in the shit and drive it like
Oh, no, I'm
around
not
the track we have.
licensed. That's the thing.
I'm not
no one's
asking you to be
licensed
licensed
either.
on it. That's another issue is licensing people in the army. Just don't give a shit. And I'm like, hey, if you got to drive this on the hardball ever, you need to be licensed.
I don't know
Period.
if like National Guard is different, but the way licensing works in reserves is fucked.
How
It's
so?
Talking a
completely
little
fucked.
paper sheet, and then you have to go to master driver, and then they got to do the class.
We do everything, like everything, every single step. I haven't, because they just gave it up at this point. And that's the other thing. We're losing so many people. Like, we're gonna have no one who can fucking drive anymore legally. But and then they just want to prove it. Like the commander signs off on it and everything, and it just won't get approved. I don't know what's up. It's just completely fucked.
So on that, from what I understand, it's fuel cost, training time, because we got a lot of training we've tried to push off and it gets denied. You get taskings pushed out, like the Seaburn stuff you hear me complain about. We lost the marksmanship to that. So what basically the marksmanship I'm talking about is we called up from our entire battalion, we sent up 4 people from each company to learn these weapon systems, learn the training, so we could go train our company. We got through the M4 portion. We were supposed to do everything up to a javelin.
Oh no, no.
So to preface, every 249 range, I am not qualified on a 249 in any fashion, but I work on them all the time. Well, used to. I had to sit down on our entire company and teach them how to load a 249 and how to disassemble one and check the 249, infamous for having issues.
Yeah,
How to check the parts that always fuck up.
right.
So like
There's-
little things that people don't know, like the little rail
Yes.
inside of it and shit.
Or
you
like
know, I
the
can't say
ejector.
right part.
Like
Yeah.
the ejector, and they'll miss the cotter pin. Like the cotter pin will be missing for it. And all of a sudden, in the middle of a range, the gun stops working because the pin came out, and now you have an ejector floating around the inside of your gun. Oh, the 249 ejector, winners. Do you know what that is?
You mean the discriminator or like the actual like the thing that
The
actually?
weapon system, M249, the part that actually kicks the round out.
Yeah, it's like a little like I don't know how to describe. It's like a little fucking like a lever thing that just fucking
Yeah.
kicks that shit.
What people don't know what that is, they think it's like an M4 where it's the 2 little plungers.
No, it's like a fucking lever. And it's like
a big fucking lever.
yeah, it's like kicking that shit out.
The 249 is great when it's PMCS correctly and issues are identified at the user level. The issue is if we can't train to that level, people get lost.
People get very lost very quickly.
Also, number one thing, if you're ever fucking zeroing a squad weapon that can be mounted on a fucking tripod, pull the tripod for 0. You're going to save yourself so much time. I swear to God, if I ever hear another fucking rage guy go, oh, we're just going to have him do it from the shoulder,
Gonna kill you.
and they wonder why they spent so long at the 0 range. They spent 3 fucking days at our 0 range.
3
Half
fucking
these
days?
people- 3 days.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he's not even exaggerating there.
What
Like,
the
that's how it usually
fuck?
goes.
It's because they don't get the lightweight tripod out, sit there, hammer the optic. So what you do is you zero the weapon system, then you sit there with the end user and make sure they can shoot accurately. You zero the weapon first, then you go to basic rifle marksmanship.
Right,
Because if the weapon's not zeroed, your marksmanship doesn't matter.
right.
And the issue was another issue with 249s. You know, every unit has that giant box of M4 mags
Yeah.
that needs to go to the 249 range.
Oh.
you got a single
you know
shot.
Why? Do you know why it doesn't? It doesn't say that in the book. And I got
It doesn't
called a
exactly.
fucking
That's the exact
retard,
same fucking
and they
thing.
were like, "You're a dumbass. Go back in the." Because I literally brought down mags. They're like, "Why did you? We told you to bring us loose rounds." I'm like, "No. There's 5 rounds in each mag. Do it this way. It'll make your life so much easier."
So-
and I got chewed out and called a retard. And at that point, I was like, "I'm done."
I'm done.
So
we're done
the other
here.
issue is they want a single load, a 249 for each 0 shot. Winners, have you called on a 249 before or know the system?
Yeah.
You know how intensive it is to just load a single round into the chamber?
So it's, for a single
It's
shot,
like
yeah,
6 or 7 steps.
yeah, because it's it's meant to be felt in a bed.
With using a mag, it is remove previous magazine for single shot, recharge the weapon,
Put in a new
load
mag.
magazine.
Yeah, but some retards
Versus
insist
top
on
cover.
like putting the bullet basically into the
Yes,
fucking
exactly.
chamber, because like that is
And
a way. That's
Hey, guys,
not wrong.
That's actually worse for the weapon to do that for wear. It's actually worse. In the end of the day, that's fucking hen's teeth. But it actually is worse for it because you're fucking up the chamber more.
That's not the TM.
Controlled feed is a thing.
We
It's
trained
been
the
a thing
standard.
since the Mauser 98s.
We trained the standard.
We
That's-
tried to
I,
stand.
I will say this, like Murphy's Law, I feel like should be something everyone's taught. And there's that one part of Murphy's Law that I love, that is no combat-ready unit has ever passed an inspection. Is the truest fucking thing I ever heard, and I will die in that hill. The TM is great. It's great to learn the TM, but I hate fucking retards who are able to quote the TM, which is great. You know your job, but it just doesn't fucking work. Everything
Yeah.
the army puts in the TM about explosives and breaching is like cool and all, but there's like the way to do it, and then there's the way to not get 80% casualties. Like I know
So-
that's what the army expects of us.
For example, in the dirt pusher world, the TM describes all these ways to dig trenches, fighting positions. All of this reference is done in like the Missouri soft soil, because that's where TRADOC is for there for base
Sandpit.
for AIT.
Yeah.
It's in
Sandpit.
soft soil. So you go send someone out into, let's say, Central Texas example. It's rock. Texas is not what everyone thinks it is. It's solid rock almost half the time. So you could get, I would say, a foot or two in the dirt. Then you're ripping rock out with a backhoe, and it's struggle bus. And no one is ever taught how to correctly dig rock, ever. It's an on-the-job training thing. I'm like, the TM never says that. TM is like, you push the bucket straight in, where it's like, imagine the little fingers of the bucket. It's vertical up and down. I'm like, no, you have to curl to rip that rock out, and it's going to take you a while. TMs are great. You should be able to know how to do the TM. Period.
They're good starting bases, but they're not the Bible.
TMs are the way, and FMs are the way to learn how to do. You take that, then you expand upon it through trial and error, and through, like we said, people who know, who have been there and done that.
Yep.
You should know how to do the 249 by the book, but you got to remember, these TMs are literally caveman read, caveman do. If you could act like an adult, you don't have to follow everything in the TM.
You
But the
get
issue
job
is-
done. If it gets
Yes.
done and no one dies, that's the thing. If no one gets hurt, if no fucking captain has to worry about losing his career, because once again, my world is just explosives. So trying to tell
Yeah, that's a
anything
bit
to
of a
an
different
officer
deal.
is like, it's like pulling teeth. That's like the one thing of like, no offense, winners, but I hate working with officers. It's just because the one thing on their mind is
Risk
I'm gonna
assessment, risk management.
risk assessment,
Yep.
what looks good, and that just doesn't work. Like, I can't tell you how to blow up triple standard if you won't let me build triple standard to blow up. Blowing up sand and then explaining how this works doesn't do anything for anyone. It's like, what? And I keep running into that issue. And then, like, the dumbest thing I've ever told in my life has been someone bitching that we couldn't put soil in a fucking HESCO box because, like
Ah.
you were saying, it was full of rocks.
What?
What?
Yes.
That's half the soil we have to put in our
Yes.
HESCOs here.
Yes, we couldn't use that soil because it was just rock. It wasn't soil. And I said box. And that's not what the TM says. The TM says sand. But we're not in a sand pit. So I don't know what you want from me. And that's like, because that's dangerous. Why do you- I
That's-
don't like just shit like that with the army that just I don't get anymore. Of just I don't understand. Like I can't like take it.
Can't-
Like I struggle oftentimes to take it seriously. I try not to be a shitbag. I
Right.
don't think I'm a shitbag, but I don't take it seriously anymore because of shit like that. Of just getting shot down for risk assessments and stuff like that. I just can't take it serious. It's like, what the fuck?
The thing you
Yeah.
have to learn in the army is to go, it's not worth my time to sit here and think and burn my brain out for something I can't change.
I can't. But once again, it's like bomb. It's blowing stuff
Yeah.
up. I need to go walk out into this fucking demo range with Bangalore in my hand and do this dumb shit.
I gotta
You
do
know
the
the
thing.
most annoying thing about ranges With 9mm range, you have to get 100% turn in. Whoever did that, I want to murder them.
Why is every M9 broke? I wonder why.
Oh,
And okay, another thing about ranges, like you were talking about TM things. You know, you do fucking belt fed shit. You're supposed to put your face in the dirt when you open the top cover.
yeah. So you don't have if it has an ammo cook off.
It's fucking ordnance because we have to reload. Why do we reload brass and not spec that brass? Oh, it's cheaper. Dog, every single time in a combat zone. That's not gonna happen fucking like 99.8% of the time because it's new made ammo. There's no reloads on overseas ammo. On
Yeah.
war shots.
On war shots,
The
that's not a thing. But
The
that's a
fucking
training ammo
risk
thing.
of the reload training ammo is immense. Like,
Because
I'll
they're
be
all
honest,
remands. They're all like several time remands.
I've seen fucking M4 rifle calls like all the time, short strokes, fucking overpower, and I see someone's rifle just fucking blow up in their face. I'm like,
Yep.
what the fuck?
No, for me, that's just a yup. Or, training ammo.
I'm sorry. The quality of the reloads that the army does, sometimes I'm like, guys,
Guys,
this
come on.
brass, I could tell by looking at the neck of it, is done. Like, sometimes I'll be going through loading mags in the shed, and I'm like, put that away. We're not fucking giving
We're-
someone that. 'cause I'm
we're
scared
not-
of
we're
the
not
real
doing
deal.
that.
For mercy. It's begging to be put to sleep.
It's begging for the
Oh,
sweet
sorry.
release of death.
Okay, Alfredo, you do 12. Have you fucking done Mark 19?
I've not put live rounds. I've only put chalk rounds.
But why the fuck do we have to go pick up all that shit? I don't understand.
I don't know.
Like,
Don't know.
What you
why do
mean
you have
like
to go that range? 80%. Like, the rounds fired that you send out range, you have to find 8 and bring them back.
why?
I don't know.
Doesn't
I'm
make
like-
sense.
I can't reload these. I'm so confused.
But it's shit like that of like, why haven't I touched a Mark 19 since? That's why.
Like, I
Just
understand.
fuck ever using it. I'm not.
the case is bad.
It's free
I'm like,
PT.
these things are blowed up. Are they using them? Like, the only thing that makes sense to me, no joke, is fucking scrap value.
Well, it also might be an environmental thing where they don't want the ranges to be just full of just like, used crap all over the place.
No, I understand that, but
But that's what,
80%.
like, Hands Across America's for, and it doesn't need to be like if we're just doing that, it doesn't have to be weighed in. It's just go do Hands Across America and clean up a range like you would
Yeah.
any other. Well, you're not gonna walk it down the fucking M4
But-
range, but like a demo range, yeah.
Yeah.
You do Hands Across America and clean up that shit. You do
Yeah.
that with a grenade range too. And so, like for Mark 9, I get that, but no, 80% needs to get weighed. Dump out the sand. So stupid. Have any of you
Yeah.
guys dealt with turning in ammo?
I have.
I
I am
do
ammo
that.
64 qualified.
You got the truck qualification, transport, all that fun.
Yep.
So yeah, I actually had to go do that. Actually, let me bring up a photo so they can know what we're talking about.
Okay.
I'll send it to you, winners, so you can put
Yeah.
it up on stream. God, I've never hated civilians more in my life.
Than the ammo
So,
people.
winners, you want to explain what you cannot bring into the ammo dump?
Anything that's like energetic, so fucking anything that's like remotely flammable, they will have like a shit fit about if you bring it into the dump area. Any electronics, they will fucking kill you for, even if it's like your phone should be fine, but some people take like electronics to mean like anything that has any kind of power.
Fucking watches. It's always the fucking watches.
It's like
Forget that shit.
basically like by doctrine, it's energetic shit. So stuff that can like reasonably cause a spark and blow shit up because it's a fucking dump. But then
There
the
you go, it's in the
retard,
chat.
the retards who man those dumps take that to mean fucking anything with electrical charge sometimes, and it gets really asinine.
So, the thing with dunnage is, I'll tell another story that's involved with this as well. So, you have to turn everything in, and they have to sit there and weigh them in and out. Like, when you weigh them at the range, you also have to bring in more now.
Yep.
Like, so for example, those are the Alfredo. You're familiar with those.
Booker.
I mean, I forgot. I just dropped the screen share. Let me put that back up for you guys.
So Alfredo, you're familiar with what these crates are, probably to like your own misery.
Fucking crates? Yes.
Yeah,
Let me
the
see.
the
Yes.
wooden crates.
So to preface, these were empty crates. They did not intake any of these. They still had to check them in though. We were given those as dunnage a chunk
Right.
because quote they were all out of spec, even though they were all usable. Um. So long story short, all that has to go in. Oh, all the shot cord they made us dump too, just because the box had been expended.
Nice.
So all the 249 pork chops got counted as dunnage out as well, but 50 brass. Holy shit, retards! It's 99% turn in. 50 brass is pretty fucking heavy. Retard. I'm not gonna say the company because that's gonna get me in trouble.
I want a souvenir. I want a souvenir.
They did
I
that.
want a souvenir.
40 K6.
Oh my god.
Do you know how much that pisses me off for one single reason?
What?
I understand if it's like a fucking log tube or a fucking 40 mil.
Yeah, yeah.
You could go to the fucking next town over and buy live 50. I fucking despise your ass. Took 40 rounds. Guess how much that made the ammo count off for the 50 brass?
A lot.
97% when it's a 99.
Oh no.
So we shut down the whole goddamn base for 2 days until they coughed up these rounds.
Oh my fucking god.
And I'm like, it's one thing when you get, hey, you need to give that shit back, but when it takes multiple days, it makes everyone pretty mad because I can't go get some fucking food because we finished for AT and we want to go get some goddamn regular people food.
But you can't.
Yeah, so all these crates and all that has to get turned in, and then the fucking 40 mils. There's one thing when you're picking up at the range, but when they make you sit there and go through every round to make sure it's not going to explode still when they put it in these barrels to outprocess them to the main
Facility?
recycle facility.
Yep.
And you have to go through every round that came in. It drives you crazy. And don't get me started. Like you were talking about the electronic devices.
Yep.
It fucking drives me mad when you have to take all your shit, leave it in your vehicle, and they pull up with a phone, a watch, and a laptop, and they bring it in with them. Like, what
Yep.
the fuck is the point?
It's because like I know the
get
actual
it makes it quicker,
yeah,
I
but
get
it's
it.
like
but it's
the actual
See-
reg is stuff that can cause sparks and energetic reactions. A fucking phone, unless it's like on fire, is not gonna do that. Your watch is not gonna do that. Like all the shit they tell us to put away is just so they don't have to do like a little bit extra work and like use their eyeballs to be like, this phone is not on fire, kind of shit.
I don't mean to be a dick, but like I get people be like, "Oh, I fucking hate cooks," like and shit like that. Of like, well, you fucking hate the cooks because they have fake eggs. It's not the cook fault, right?
Right.
I've never been to a functional fucking aha.
No, they don't.
Uh-huh.
They don't exist. They-
I've never.
The
Like,
animation,
they're like-
the ammunition like huts, like these things, they're the fucking
Oh.
magazines.
Like I have never been to one functionally run, and when I was fucking over, this is giving me away when I was overseas. I DM'd you this, but I'll say this on fucking stream, right? We were Op 4, acting as Op 4, working with the guys who were supporting and training to go fight the Americans, and I had a lot of fun doing that. It was one of the
Op
most
4
funnest-
is fucking amazing.
It is
so
fun.
much, and just working with a foreign army while doing it. Oh my god, it was the greatest thing I've ever done in my life. But army wise, I would say the funnest thing I've done. But when we went to go get our blanks for that, we were supposed to get little fake AT4s because we were going to be fighting against strikers. Some of us are going to run out of into the fucking run out into the road like Hajis.
Are these the ones that
Fucking
actually do the
AT4.
smoke and shit?
Yeah,
Okay.
right. So we were supposed to get 2 of those. They gave us 2 live AT4s.
Oh no!
The AHA onto where we were collecting ammo into the truck, and we were just like, we all realized instantly these are not fake, these are live.
These
Like,
are
they
live.
handed it to me, these are live, and we were just waiting, and none of them called it out. And eventually, and I was just gonna be like, I guess we're just taking them. I was like, sure, fuck it, we'll just show up with these, and it'll be hilarious. But luckily, I'm only an E4. So, people
Uh,
who are much more responsible to me called
Like-
them out. of these are live.
Uh.
Live AT4s. You just
You just gave us live fucking
Absolute
rockets, you
incident
dumbass.
right there.
and it's just
Oh.
casually like, oh, our bad. They take it, threw it back into Connex, laughing. Dude, like what the fuck? Like,
You just it's like I just handed someone, say, hey, it's loaded with blanks. Go shoot at those people. I just handed them a live import. That's the direct equivalent of that.
not
But
even
worse,
live
because it's a
AT4.
fucking
This is an
18-4.
I know, but like
Fuck.
the lethality, like of I could fucking go and kill someone, and I could blow up a whole vehicle with people in it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go schwack an entire. Like, can you imagine? Just like I don't even know how I would ever live it down if I just went and schwacked a fucking striker.
Oh my! If you just like, I'm gonna pretend to shoot the 18-4, shwunk.
No,
You
like,
feel the backblast, you're like, oh fuck.
watch that thing cook off full of Joes. I don't think like, but it's shit like that. I've never seen it functionally run.
You know what's the worst part about that?
Well,
You would probably they'd probably throw you in Leavenworth.
oh yeah, no,
not the
100%.
people. That's the worst part. Is that like they wouldn't get shit. They would maybe get like a demotion somehow, or like talked to, but you would be like in Leavenworth for life.
Yep.
I
And
just
the,
don't, I don't even get it. Like, it's not like you can like the box is completely different too. Like one's metal, and I'm pretty sure the fake one's coming to wood. I'm not.
so
I've only seen the
Okay.
fake one we were using once, but
if it's done correctly, which it never is, because I swear to God they staff the magazines with like the like 2 IQ drugs of society, people who can barely fucking count to 2, and they're in charge of all the explosives. But
these
whatever.
people can't be cooks. Basically, they can't. You cannot
Like,
be a cook.
Like it's the people who literally cannot be a cook, so they
You
make
can't be
them
infantry. You can't be a cook.
the ammunition specialists, who are just like the God preserve their souls if they I don't know how
got
they
a
don't
history story
blow
of
up
this
every
after you're
day.
done.
Yeah, but basically, the live ammunition is supposed to be in a completely separate magazine than all the blanks and the duds and the training shit. 1, and 2, live ammunition is supposed to have the mill stud fucking yellow bands on it on the packaging too. It's supposed to be brightly displayed. You're supposed to have the explosive, the energetic reaction number on it, so like a 3 for fucking AT4s because it's a fucking rocket on the exterior of the packaging. And the dud would not have that because it's a fucking dud. It's a training thing. So there's like 4 levels of should not happen that are supposed to stop that clearly didn't work that day.
Not just one, fucking 2 of them.
Yeah.
That's like when I say I can't take the army seriously anymore.
It's because
This
shit like
is
that.
what I'm talking about.
It's probably because they took the live, because they come in cases of 2 typically. They took the live one, popped it open, shoved it in the wrong fucking magazine, and then the ammunition specialist derp, and just took the fucking AT4 and didn't check it. It has a yellow band on it and went use your
Nothing
AT4.
was organized, dude. It was just
Yep.
piles. It was piles of shit.
Dude,
in
I
narcotics, and I'm like, what the fuck is this?
So
yeah.
historical
Go ahead.
reference on putting the stupid people in important places. Before the First World War, you know what the army did?
What?
The entire machine gun school was staffed with people everyone else didn't want. The number 2 casualty creator in the First World War in the U.S. Army was staffed by the actual retards you didn't want without good NCOs and good training. Like at the last hour when war was declared, they went, "Oh fuck!" All the Brits are telling us, "Oh, you need to have good people on those guns who know how to operate them and be technically inclined." While they put the most hick, like Appalachian people who don't know how to hardly speak English on them.
Amazing.
That is exactly the issue with the armories. Is like, this is a very like deadly system, and a lot can go wrong here. But we want to get rid of these fucking people, and we could dump them there.
Well, I mean, the same thing happens in staff shops. Fucking S3 is where all like the broken, old, and just shitbag infantrymen go to die. Even though the S3 is the most important fucking shop because it's co-ops, it's current operations, where like the big planning goes on, and they just shove S3 full of like actual like brainlets all the fucking time.
It's
great.
Complaining about the military, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gone down the rabbit hole.
Ammo detail and turn in and all that shit.
Oh
Fucking-
god, I love ammo turn in.
The
Oh,
magazine
How does
huts.
that work for you?
The marine ammo turn in.
Not only Marine, but rocket.
Ricky.
Those
So-
will turn in a rocket.
It's a really fucking messy process because how active side does and how reserve side does it is so retardedly different. It broke my brain.
Quick question.
What's up?
What's your fucking dunnage for turn in? Is it like the box?
It's the box, and that's pretty much it.
Okay.
Yeah, because they
It's-
shoot the whole
you-
rocket.
Yeah, you're not gonna get like the tube or, sorry, the fucking tube pieces or any of that shit. That's just fucking trash.
Okay,
Your
I'll
girlfriend-
explain something why the market has crashed on this. You know how like you used to be able to get AT4s and like was everywhere?
Oh, you're talking about fucking. Oh, you know, I'm so retarded.
No,
I feel it.
you're right. That's what I was talking about. But I got on dunnage. So you know how they used to go everywhere. The original dunnage that you just had to turn in for an AT4 was like a hand grenade. It's the pin.
Yeah, now it's the whole rocket.
Now it's
Like,
the whole tube
the tube,
because
but-
apparently someone in the army said, "Yeah, we can reload that."
Oh my god.
Well,
I'm
we,
sorry.
we cannot reload. The whole purpose is it's disposable.
Disposable, but they reload them for training purposes.
You've been
and they don't-
played for fools by Ammo Tech selling them on eBay.
No,
Dude.
they don't. That's the issue. Is
That
every
shit-
single one I've seen
It's just gonna explode,
is
dude.
they're either blown out, like to the point they can't use them anymore, or they've been broken.
Well, but the someone
Yeah,
is
I
gonna
know.
shoot an AT4 that's like clapped out. It's like the last rocket, and
So,
instead of
is
it just
that
like
an army thing?
it's gonna fucking explode on them.
Is that just an army thing? Because we don't do that. We just.
That's an
fucking
army
destroy
thing.
people.
Yeah,
It's
we
an
don't
army thing.
destroy them. We have to turn in the tubes.
Because
At
we
least from what we had to do.
we shove new rockets in them now.
Once you've reached a certain amount of used AT4s, you take it out. You build your little fucking 12x12. You place a fucking little fucking dead block, and you end it.
I want to go back to the day when we could fucking drink like beer out of an AT4 tube.
Bro, you know, like, I want to talk about shit and say, like, cool shit we get to bring back from dunnage, but I don't want to say it because I don't want to
Yeah.
be that guy on the internet, like, oh, you guys know you can take a dribble to the
After-
249 and...
Oh
After the stream, I'll tell you some funny stories from Lithuania. But
no.
crap.
The long story short, army ammo turn is retarded. And I assume Marine, continue your story, is just as retarded.
Ugh, God. I fucking despise it for small arms. Because when y'all turn in spare rounds, what do you do?
We don't turn in spare rounds.
You're not
That's
supposed to,
like-
yeah.
Back up.
What the fuck? What do you
So-
what,
Never.
So there's
You
an
just
issue.
don't.
So the way army turn in goes is if you don't expend that yearly amount of ammunition, they
You don't
reduce
get-
yours for the next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that. That's why like we kind of have the incentive to just shoot all of it.
But so in the army that's been codified in you will not give me ammo back. You must shoot all the ammo I give you.
Like either they have to be like crunched rounds, or you don't give me ammo back.
Yeah,
Like,
because you've got your ammo
I've had
forecast.
ranges where people take their fucking plier because they found one last live round and fucking bend the shit out of it.
No, see, here's the thing. When I ran the ammo shed, when I was a fresh second lieutenant, I was told to run the ammo shed because I was still ammo 64 qualified from when I was an infantryman, right? And towards the end, we had like 3 of those stripper mags, like those stripper clips of ammo,
The clips, yeah.
and we couldn't shoot them because we weren't running. The range wasn't for us. We were running the range for the brigade, and all the shooters were gone because they went to the other ranges to do like Seaburn and Nightquall and shit. So like, well, we have all this ammo. What the fuck are we doing? Like, I just took out my pliers. Like, I'm just pulling out the fucking bullets and I'm just dumping the gunpowder and I'm just putting this bitch in the dungeon because I'm not dealing with this. So that's what I did. I just took my pliers and it's pop, pop, pop. Took out the actual projectiles, dumped out the gun,
powder out.
dumped the powder, and just dumped it in the
There.
dunnage.
Important question. Fuck, I already forgot it. How do you handle unaccounted for ammunition? Because we have an amount of ammunition we're allowed to have unaccounted
Yeah, same. We have like
Yeah.
a certain amount depending on what ammo it is.
for. For us, for 5.56, it was like 20,000 rounds.
We do
For-
it by percentage.
Yeah, it's a
And
percent.
We gotta figure out how many rounds that is.
Okay.
Typically,
no.
it's like for 5.56, I think it's like 90%. We can turn we can as long as you have 90%, you're good to go. Generally speaking.
But M9s, it's like 99 to 100.
Yeah, for like, it's
9mm.
esoteric. Like for 9mm, and for like 40 mics and that shit, it's basically 100%. For grenade spools, it's literally 100%. You can't lose a single fucking grenade spool.
Yeah.
But
oh, God.
for 5.56, it's like, you can have like 10% of it gone. They don't give a shit.
The only time I guess I'd say I've had hell in ammo tournament was it was never for like 5.56 or any of that other shit, because that you can just get rid of. It has always been the fucking rippers or the gimblers for the fucking HIMARS.
What's that?
Like, it's so fucking retarded the amount of hoops you have to jump through, because a lot of places will accept a unfired pod, but not every single fucking facility will accept a pod that's been like fired or has well, it still has rounds remaining. That
Oh,
makes
okay, I
sense.
get that.
Okay.
Yeah, I get why, but it's like, oh, you got this from like fucking, the fucking ASP in Tennessee. Fuck you, cocksucker. You gotta take it to North Carolina now because it's been fired and hasn't been fucking rounds complete.
That's stupid.
And it's like,
Wait,
it
that,
is.
that sounds more dangerous to me.
It is, because now you potentially have that on. Well, you get. I don't have to say it out loud, but you get me. It's the mode of transit,
Yeah.
which I'll be honest. That's why I said things are very different for reserve and the active side, because active side never dealt with having a fucking half-fired pod. They were always completely fucking, fucking ammunition zero Winchester. Like, you never had that. I'll be honest. I love the reserves, but I kind of fucking hate it. It's so weird. Things
Yeah.
just aren't.
Like range control shuts you down, and you're like, I have to get rid of these. It's like big armies be like, it's shut down, but you're gonna be here at like bright AM in the morning to get rid of these, and the like guard reservists be like, nope, you're shit out of luck.
The rules are so different. It doesn't make sense, because it's like
Yeah.
the same uniform, the same command structure. The rules are different. Why?
Yeah,
It doesn't make sense, because
And this is why whenever reserve units get, they have their purpose in life fulfilled and they get attached to an active unit to like fill them out, there's always bullshit because it's like two different worlds.
yeah, and it's not even like, I mean, I'll say this again, like Fallujah, a lot of those guys weren't infantry, and a lot of them were reservists. So reservist hate, not justify. That's my code.
Well,
Now that I'm a little fucking.
I'm Natty G, so I get to talk as much shit as I fucking want.
I mean, I'll say this shit. Yeah, there are a lot of fucking dipshit reservist units out there. It all depends on your proficiency. This unit I've been impressed with prior. I won't say now. The guys that we had before, when we went to Okinawa on like a 9-month fucking UDP, we were slinging shit harder than some of the active units out there. But there's a reason for that, because as I mentioned prior, the brain drain, we had a lot of NCOs who were very experienced. One of our guys, he actually did fucking fire missions in Afghanistan as a HIMARS guy. He wasn't one of the infantry guys who went HIMARS, but he's always been fucking HIMARS. He's kind of what has helped me survive here, I'll say, because he took the time to transfer a lot of knowledge to me. But now that we've lost a lot of those guys, I don't foresee our proficiency being equal to that of an active unit, which is the issue. I think the reserve system would be a lot fucking better if we could retain a lot more active people, somehow.
Yeah.
That's not gonna happen.
See, one of my things I would think would be good for the guard, because you have active ready reserve, like the full-time guardsmen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What needs to happen is they need to assign trainers that go work with full-time units,
Yes.
but then get pulled to go teach the part-time units. Like they'll do that to like run a range or like run a training course. But I'm like, that's not where the good
The
training
issue-
gets.
Yeah. The issue
just
lies with
box
like
checking.
basics stuff.
We had a full-time guy come down to do one of our ranges last year, and he was telling about how you can get a fucking special marksmanship badge. And he explained a bunch of rules and shit. I was like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, I mentioned that. But the issue is, he explained the active duty rules. The reserve rules are entirely fucking different, which that's no
Huh?
fault. What?
That doesn't. That's weird. That is fucking weird. It's the same as Big Army on our end, at least.
So for us, I mean, I read the rule. Active side, if you attend 3 competition shootings
and you score high, three of the Marine Corps sponsored ones, you score high, you go individually, you'll get that little distinguished shooter badge. But for me, I'd have to go to like 30 something fucking like civilian competitions, or like get fucking extra approval to go to the Marine Corps ones. And I think it's 3 there to get the fucking distinguished shooter badge. And I talked to fucking one of the sirs about getting like a little shooting team together, because they were fucking having some big spiel about, oh, you know, we need more motivation, we need more fucking Marine Corps spirit. And I was like, hey, there you go, fucking warrior ethos. Let's get a fucking shooting team together. All I need is like 1 officer, fucking an NCO, and a couple fucking junior enlisted guys. And he was like, that doesn't seem like a good use of our time. And I'm like, it's not even on unit time. It's just fucking our own
It's
time.
separate time.
Yeah, it's all it is you get fucking active orders for like 6 fucking days. Actually, I take that back. You get active orders for like a month, because you do like 2 weeks of fucking training with the fucking like marksmanship instructors. 2 weeks of training, like a week of fucking qualification shooting, and then like a week for the fucking actual fucking like competition. That's why, like, I think that the actual Marine Corps sponsored competitions are a great fucking opportunity to just send people to go and do shit on their own fucking time. Whereas, like, going to 30 of the fucking civilian competitions would be kind of a waste of my time, because it's fucking. One, I'm not fucking super high speed. I get my ass up there, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
But 2, because it's not really a learning environment, it's more of a competition environment. Whereas, like, if I went to one of the Marine Corps sponsored ones, I could actually learn from the fucking
The instructors.
yeah, like the Marine Corps shooting team. That's pretty fucking kosher. I'll have to look up the order again, but I remember it was like a lot of fucking weird ass bullshit. And when I asked for clarification on the order, I kind of just got told,
Go fuck yourself.
sort it out. Yeah, more or less. Go fuck yourself. Go talk to somebody more important than you to get it done.
Yeah, that's one of my complaints just in the military. When there's like the want of wanting to do more from like the lower enlisted,
And then
on,
hire
like, their
just
own time.
fucking
They
crushes
want to
it.
come out on their own time, and all they're asking is like, "Hey, we'll plan. We'll push this all up to you." Just again, issue with guard reserves. We just need to get paid for this
Yeah.
because we can't go skip on our jobs and not go do stuff. It's like, hey, for example, our base, we're like, hey, we're engineers. We want to go build a new urban training center because God knows what we'll do if, like, let's say we're in the middle of, let's say Germany. It gets hot in Germany. We have a vehicle, hits an IED in Germany. Only, like, 4 of the guys who were in GWAT in Iraq know what to do. Like, we don't know how to pull security in an urban area, period. We've never been trained how to do that. And
Yep.
if we have it here, we have the facility locally to where we could get people to come in and train us how to do that.
Oh shit!
What?
Sorry, somebody just pulled out a fucking fun gun. Great one if you're moron.
Nice.
There's like a fucking crash here, and I guess they were fucking rubbernecking. I was like, yeah, let me not fucking crash in front of like 5 fucking state policemen.
That's a good idea.
Fucking shit. Hey, the fucking fire truck's already. My bad. Continue story.
Today I will.
Hmm.
So I went to go pack for said armies. We're ranting about army.
I'm packing tomorrow night because I gotta go on Sunday night.
I have to be there in approximately 5 hours. I haven't slept yet, so we're just committed now.
Yeah.
We're just committed to the
Well,
bit.
Just committed at this point. Don't care. There's gas in my car. But fuck, what are you talking about? That kind of just blows my mind that you guys have no training in that.
Yeah, it's
But
it.
that's all I do. That's all my unit does.
So-
I'm an engineer in name only. That's what blows my
But
mind. Like,
that's what our issue is with us doing all these other taskings. Is we end up doing the bare minimum on general warrior task, environment tasks. We get a lot done. Don't get me wrong, but the issue is, unless that gets called up in pre-deployment, that's the only time we ever see that stuff.
Yep.
Like, it's very hard to get that ability to go do that and go train that. Because when we, like, the Seaburn stuff I'm on takes six drills out of like the 12 we get a year and just throws it into that. We lose all that train time. and half of our AT to it.
That's like like we're both engineer. Like you have 12 Bravos in your unit, right? Like-
The associated company we also work with under the same battalion. Yes.
And
So-
do they like they also have no? Do they have fucking experience in this shit, or are they just also weak?
They got thrown in the Seaburn stuff with us.
Okay, that's what like blows my mind because like fucking what Kyle was talking about earlier. Like if you take me and put me in your engineer unit, will I brain a lot of shit that you guys just don't do? Yes, 100%. But I have like fucking clueless in engineer shit. That's just the honest truth.
So again, issue with training and not passing knowledge. They're so out of date on training that the M60 AVLBs, the bridge layers,
Yep.
they have 2 people trained on it.
Amazing.
They have 3 of them.
I miss ours.
The
Wow.
issue is they were supposed to run up. We basically built them a whole defensive position, and they were supposed to run a bridge in through a ditch zone on the way in. They never did it because the one guy who did that had to leave to go do case stuff that day. Case is the name of the Seaburn stuff. Like,
Because that has obviously more training value for an engineer unit than doing a
so
fucking
long story
breach.
short, that's you know what FEMA is? Like
Yeah.
the big national thing. That's a FEMA tasking. So let's say state of Texas and the bordering states. You know what happened in East Palestine? Not the funny Middle East, but
No, like the
train
Ohio,
derail.
yeah, the
the
train.
train and the chemicals.
Yeah.
That's what that's for. I get to go deal with that.
Well,
Uh-huh.
my unit has a
Why-
similar thing. Under our brigade, we have a Seaburn unit, and it's because, well, you have the
No.
city. So
The Seabird units don't do. We're not a Seabird unit.
no, you're not. I thought you were a Seaburn unit because you're talking
No.
about Seaburn all the
No.
fucking time.
No.
Nope.
We got railroaded into doing this, basically.
Sometimes
That's-
he's also an he's not the same.
We did
kind
not
of
consent to
engineer
this
unit,
in any way. Like, none of us are qualified aside from the basic training Seaburn.
so like that's amazing.
That's the issue with it is
You're not actually Seaburn, but you're getting treated as
we're
Seaburn
not Seaburn, but we're getting taught to put on the full suits and everything.
and do
Well,
the
don't
whole
get me wrong,
shebang.
the mission's good work in the end of the day. If they need us to do it, we'll go do it. We'll go get it done. That's how our unit works. You may not want to do it, but we'll fucking knock it out of the park. But the issue is, basic warrior tasks we lose in the process. You atrophy. What's the term? Atrophy.
Atrophy.
Yeah,
Hey, you atrophy in your taskings, and like we got people coming in like straight out of basic. Do you know how hard it was for like these people to go fucking year without operating a piece of equipment, and all of a sudden they get thrown in, and it's like, all right, build a fighting position for a fucking M1. Do you know, like, that is insane for most any MOS to be, hey, go do your MOS. You haven't done it in a year. Like, you haven't touched the equipment in a year.
Yep.
You will lose a lot of your fucking knowledge very quickly when it's not used, especially if you are a reservist or a guardsman, because you gotta juggle civilian life now. Because, like, at least, let's say you're active and you put in a fucking unit, and you just kind of put on shit tasks, at least you still have resources and people who will teach you every now and then. Like, in the civilian world, you're gonna go on and learn all your shit for your new job, fucking life is gonna happen. You're not in a military environment anymore, you know?
Yeah.
Fucking, we've got guys who should not, for manpower is bad, so people are doing jobs they shouldn't be doing and are driving things they shouldn't be driving. But that's the way the fucking ball game goes.
That's just sort of
So, continue.
like
So what's up?
yeah. I popped in because I came back. You guys know, jog my memory. I stopped fist fucking my bag to say this. You want to get the army to keep people? Have you guys ever been told that with the priority the military works? I'll just say military because we got Marines and Army here. But with priority the military works, have you guys ever got the speech from a very big dick person about how you should go into assisted living if your job affects the army? That they'll be able to help you set up welfare if your career is getting in the way of the army. Have you guys ever had that speech? 'Cause I've
No,
had it
no,
twice
no.
now.
No, I've never had that.
I don't know if
I
it's
had
a
a-
reserves thing, but yeah.
Similar to that, because we had a guy who had requested RIDT for a while because he had to go through fucking fire college.
And mind you, prior, this guy didn't have a job, so he was kind of fucked. He had asked for active duty orders. He fucking tried everything to just have something that bring fucking source of income. And he kept on saying, "Hey, I need RIDT. I need to go to fire college," and they for some reason kept fucking denying him. So you're gonna show up. So what do you know? While he's in fire college, there's a drill, and they call his fucking name in the morning. And the most snide fucking comment I've ever heard came from a first sergeant. He was like, "Well, UA, I guess money's more important than the Marine Corps."
God damn.
I almost wanted to just be belligerent the rest of the fucking day on that dude's behalf, because I was never so fucking disgusted by a comment from somebody I prior respected. Like, it fucks with me because he's a really good first sergeant. But that comment right there just like
Destroyed it.
This is why morale is low. This is why morale is crushed.
it
Yeah.
throws everything into question, because it's like, I think he's a good. It fucks me because I still think he's a good leader. He still makes good decisions most of the time. It's just that one thing casts doubt. And I don't know if he was having a bad day, or if he was just been trying to be funny, or just a smartass, or what. But now it's like, well, I have to be concerned about the welfare of my guys. If he's gonna try and play fuck games or some shit because somebody who has a. I'm sorry, but yeah, no, money takes priority over the Marine Corps every fucking time. Like,
Yeah.
This Monday, I have to go shoot fucking range for my civilian job. That's a prerequisite to go to a longer training academy in another state. And I'll tell you right fucking now, if it was Sunday, I would be UA if they didn't fucking RIDT me.
Yep.
Hmm.
I mean, as many times as I've seen people be UA for months at a time and nothing was said because they had already established themselves as a shitbag and nothing happened to them, but because this one guy who had prior good standing gets shit on because he had a valid fucking reason, in my opinion, to be UA, and we're gonna try and throw some kind of fucking standard at him when we're not punishing these other guys, fuck that.
Yet that. Oh my
I got
God.
another UA story that I just
Oh
got
my
told pretty recently for someone else who's
I feel
going to
like I-
AT
did I
this
strike a-
weekend.
Did I strike a nerve there with that whole shitbag thing? Cause
So my thing was, this person's getting told, you need to show up to drill. And they only put out orders once a year. They're getting married tomorrow. And they're
Yeah.
told, fuck your marriage.
No, that's
wedding.
that's
Reschedule.
not a
I'm like, that is
that's
like,
not a thing. That is not a
that's
thing.
not- I'm sorry, like no one in their right mind is gonna go, yeah. Tell that person to say fuck their significant other. That's like, in my opinion, level of like, you go to Chaplin and tell him, hey, this is big deal and I'm about to get my life fucked over.
What? You
I'm gonna get
realistic?
legally fucked over or relationship fucked over. Either way, I don't win.
Yeah, like there's an exception in policy to, big life events for like silly things like drill and AT. If it's not like a deployment or like world-ending shit, for fucking immediate marriages, including your own fucking marriage, obviously, but like immediate family marriage, like big life events, you have a pass for drill. Like you just get suited and you figure out so you still have a good year. That's in their regs. If it's not like, we're going to war, there's no reason to make someone fucking miss out on their own goddamn marriage. That's just retarded.
Yeah. So like,
Or let's say common thing in the army. The birth of their kid is happening. They can't fucking plan for that.
Yeah.
Like if my wife's in labor, I gotta be in there. Like show up to drill. It's like that's something that's unplannable. You need to be there for that.
Yeah.
that's why I've kind of realized, as fucky as this sounds, I mean, obviously, I don't know how y'all came up with it, but paperwork is always the last resort. But there are times where I see somebody being belligerent as fuck, and yeah, sometimes I'll correct it. But there's other times where I'm like, I really agree with you, and I can't really in good faith. Boy, I'm really about to sell myself short here. There's times where I'm like, I know, fuck that dude, I agree with you. I think that's fucking absolutely retarded. I'm not about to fucking step in on that. Because that's a fucking human hit. The one time I did step in on it, recently, where I didn't agree with the guy, but fucking what was it? It was the fucking FO. I like him, and it was just a really shit situation because some fucking retard who wouldn't fucking wash. Well, I'm not gonna say that. That'd be too identifying, but there was a guy in our unit who, during our deployment, wouldn't fucking wash at all. Like, he wouldn't wash his camis, he wouldn't wash his fucking clothes.
That's fucking gross.
Wouldn't take fucking showers. Yeah, I'm like, dude, there's no fucking way. So, like, I even times like, okay, me and you, let's go shower tonight. And we'd go take a fucking shower. But he wouldn't shower unless I went with him with me. And I was given that talk, you know, hey, look, staff NCOs should be making sure that people are fucking
Taking a fucking
know.
shower. Personal hygiene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, you know, they came to us and like, hey, you guys need to get with your sergeants and your corporals and tell them, you know, be on the lookout for this kind of shit. And I'm like, at first I tried to keep it down low, and I was consulting this kid on my own, which I've had it told to me, which I thought was absolutely fucking stupid. That's not the job of a staff NCO. Fuck you, that's absolutely the job of a staff NCO. Like, I'm not just gonna fucking give it to a sergeant or a corporal under me when I see it. No, if I'm right fucking there and it's in front of me, I'm gonna fucking correct it in the best way I possibly can. I don't know where this fucking passing the ball shit came from. Because something that pissed me the fuck off, I'm sorry, I'm getting away from the stinky guy story, but it's taking more priority now. Something that pissed me the fuck off was I kept on hearing chain of command, chain of command, chain of command thrown around. And I understand why it's there. But it started to dawn on me that it's just a fucking excuse for laziness. That people don't want to undertake helping out someone who's lost at that time. Yes, you should go to your lance corporals and your corporals first. But the amount of times I've seen somebody know that a fucking lance corporal or a corporal does not have that knowledge, and the person they have to talk to is a fucking sergeant anyway, and then get told to go the fuck away to only have to come back 10 minutes later, is retarded to me. And maybe
Well,
that's
it's just laziness.
Yeah.
It's
It is
pure
just-
laziness. There's no
it is just
exception.
But these people have been here for long enough that they've already got a established reputation that I can see that there's not a boiling point, but there's a fucking disconnect that is very rapidly approaching because, one, all the guys who went on deployments together are gone. All the dudes who actually fucking experienced combat are gone. And we're getting left with a lot of really fucking young dudes who are going to pick up corporal soon. And they've not had a good mentor or a good environment. And I'm not necessarily sure it's going to happen, but actually, it's a great example. Stinky kid. Was he being a piece of shit? Yeah. Did he lie about a lot of shit? Yeah. Was he a shitbag of PT? Yeah. Did he make up a lot of shit and threaten to kill another Marine? Yeah. I don't fucking like him. But I'm still trying to be as best a mentor as I can to this individual by saying, hey, look, man, we need to clean our fucking room. Please call all this shit and stay fucking clean. Like, you give the motherfucker a chance for hitting him with paperwork. But essentially, a corporal comes by and overhears the conversation. And, you know, he comes in and we talk a little bit. And I'm telling him, hey, look, this guy's in your section. He's one of your guys. Take care of him. He proceeds to not take care of him and instead spreads to the whole unit the private conversation we had about him not stinking. And that's what the fucking
Oh,
talk
shit.
was. Because you know how people talk shit.
Yeah.
But
The army's a rumor mill every day, every time.
yeah, you already know. It's the same place everywhere. But it proceeded to be that he kind of, I guess, took it in stride a little bit and talked shit about it. He talked shit back to people. But what happened one day is we're out there, the FO is talking to him. And he's talking mad shit to the FO, who's a corporal, he's a fucking PFC. Talking mad shit. And eventually I think the fucking corporal said, I'm not going to take that kind of shit talk from somebody who hasn't showered in 6 days.
Huh.
Which, to be honest, was kind of a good fucking comeback, but whatever. We were all laughing. We were all laughing at that point. And that's why I think he was being a fucking bad sport, because, yeah, you haven't fucking showered and you're talking mad shit to people trying to play that game. But that's when he says, in front of fucking everybody, to an NCO, let's go blouse off. We'll settle this
Oh
right
my
now.
god.
That's when I'm like,
No.
okay, no. And that's when there's people who are egging it on, and the corporal's like, he did the smart thing, I'm proud of him. This wasn't the corporal who spread shit. This was my FO F corporal, the one I love. I love him a lot. He said, nope, we're not doing this. Come here, come on over here. And he started talking to him, and eventually he puts him at parade rest. And I can hear some of the sergeants talking. Oh, he put him at parade rest. Like, yeah, fucking course he did. He just tried to fight a fucking NCO in front of the unit at a fucking during a field exercise. This wasn't just lazing around. This is while we're setting up commo nets and everything else. Like, we're doing shit. And he wants to play this fucking game. Because he wants to talk shit and then not handle the heat. Because at first I
Wait,
felt
okay.
bad for him, even though
He
I
pulled him aside away from everyone else.
He pulled him aside from everybody else.
That's the fucking Jesus fucking Christ. This is a big fucking deal that no one seems to get. If you're an NCO or you have a problem with someone, you don't fucking call them out in the middle. If it's not a repeat issue and it can't be solved in that moment, and you gotta talk about it.
You pull them
Pull them
aside.
aside separately. You don't
Yes,
fucking embarrass them in front of everyone
that's
else. You give them the due respect, even if you don't like them. They're gonna respect you more from pulling you aside and having a
Exactly.
conversation there.
He pulled him away in private. But it gets worse from there. He pulled him away in private, but people could still kind of see because he's being fucking nosy.
Yeah,
And everybody knows
that's
where-
gonna happen. But the
everybody
effort's
knows
there
fucking
is my big thing.
Yeah. So, about like 30 minutes later, we start fucking wrestling and shit. Because, I mean, we finished all we were doing. We're just kind of sitting around, and two dudes went off on their own to go wrestle, and the entire unit goes over there, watches, and then we start calling, saying, hey, let's wrestle and shit. Da-da-da, let's go. And then some fucking retarded sergeant's like, hey, PFC, you should wrestle Corporal. And then everybody's like, yeah, you should do it. And this is while Corporal's putting up his FO, but he's still doing something. He's still performing a function where everybody else is chilling out. When they finish their job, he's still doing his job. And there's kind of some people who are like, yeah, you should wrestle him, blah, 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 pussy, this and that. And I'm sorry, but like, there's no fucking way I'm seeing sergeants that are encouraging a fucking PFC to wrestle with a fucking corporal. And here's also the bad part. I know the corporal would lose because this fucking little PFC's a corn-fed crackhead. And I'm like, we're not about to encourage this shit because it's going to start something that these motherfuckers don't want. It's not going to fucking work out, and it's just not conduct I believe is becoming of a fucking sergeant in the Marine Corps.
Right.
So later on, I did raise that issue to him. It's like, I talked to him in private. I was like, what was that about? Oh, it's just good fun. I'm like, no, it's not good fucking fun. There's a difference. There's actually maintaining good order and discipline and allowing fucking fun to happen. That is encouraging physical belligerence. So we can start fighting motherfuckers, but it's gonna apply to y'all too. We can fuck around. We can have fun. We can talk shit. But the moment we start wanting to throw hands with a fucking NCO over dumb shit like that, I'll swing for fucking the lower guys because I was there too all the time. But they can do fucking retarded shit. That was fucking retarded trying to fight a corporal in front of the entire unit because you were talking shit and got butthurt. And then you motherfuckers, because you think it's funny to see a fucking PFC and the corporal fight, you want to encourage it. If they didn't have beef, I would think it'd be funny. But it's the fact that they just had that fucking argument you guys are egging shit on. And the problem is, some of these motherfuckers are gonna be up for staff soon. I don't
Once
know.
again,
What's up?
why is morale so low?
Wow!
no.
Whoa! Who would we guess? Ah!
I can't put it
What?
together, guys.
These are my fucking peers soon, and I don't know
I'll be
to
back.
handle them. Maybe I'm just from an old Marine Corps. Maybe I'm just a fucking pussy. I don't know, but I saw something wrong with that interaction. Am I wrong? Or what?
No,
this
like-
isn't old Marine Corps. This isn't a Marine issue. It's like, this is just military issue now. This is common fucking sense. There should be common sense. If this was at a fucking Walmart between Walmart employees,
It
the
would not
manager would
flow.
realize that this is retarded
Yeah.
and we shouldn't be doing this shit. But then for some reason, the military
Has this like brain worm where it's like, oh, it's okay. Oh, it's okay.
This is okay. No, we can act like a frat house, but then it's either we can act like a frat house or no fun allowed. There's
Oh,
no
no,
in between.
That's the fucking issue. Is like you can't have double standards where when it's my group we're a frat house, when it's your group we have to enforce standards. It's either it fucking kills me, dude. Because like
And it's all
Hey,
common
funny-
sense. It's all
funny
common
joke.
sense.
funny joke, grooming standard. We can't have two motherfuckers get called out for having mustaches that go beyond the lip, And I've got 80 of you motherfuckers over here in the comm shop who have fucking stubble and just look nasty as fuck. We're not gonna do this shit where we play fucking. You're here for 2 fucking days. You can shave.
Seriously, like you're here. Like that's the thing. I also get like a tick about is like the grooming standard because it's like we're in the guard. You're here for 2 days. You can look like a human being for 2 days, and you go back to being whatever fucking blob you are otherwise. But you are here for 2 days. You can fucking clean up. It's not hard.
I will not complain about a mustache that is out of regs as long as it is well maintained and groomed. Hair, if it's too fucking obvious, there's an issue. If it makes your fucking cover look unsightly, there's an issue. But fucking everything else, you can fucking be a big boy and get rid of that shit. Like, at least for the first fucking day, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I had a situation once where I lost my job. I was living out of my car again. And this was a week in advance, and I had to show up to drill. And I showed up unshaved, completely fucked, hair mop on my head. And yeah, I got pulled aside. And then I explained to my first sergeant that I am in fact living out of my car once again. And they're like, and I still got like told, like, yeah, you're a fuck up, but go at lunch, here's $20, go get a haircut. And problem was solved. I didn't need to be publicly shamed, I didn't need to get smoked. It's, oh, this guy's down on his luck.
That's appropriate. Like, don't get me wrong. Here's my controversial opinion now. I think hazing should still be a thing.
Yeah, so.
Because it has a fucking purpose. Because this is a long story. This is back when I was legitimately a fucking cocksucker, and what I would never want to see out of new NCOs. But I was a fucking brand new corporal, and we had this one motherfucker who just refused to not be fat. Fucking refused to PT, to do anything. Just kept putting on weight. And honestly, looking back on it, I'm still not proud of how I conducted myself. Because the guy probably had some issues going on. I was given to him by a fucking staff NCO, and I was told to fix him. So me being a little fucking retard and an asshole was like, yeah, we're gonna fix him. Because I was just a piece of shit. I was like, this is a task I've been given. It's obviously, he's in the Marine Corps, blah, blah, blah. He should be fucking fit for duty, whatever, da-da-da, should look like a shitbag. But eventually I was like, fuck it, we're gonna go out. And this was the mistake I made. I should have really done it somewhere else. But, because there's pictures of it now.
Motor pool.
But me and another corporal would swap out, and we just would keep him there for fucking hours. Like, we'd PT with him, but it's just like fucking just burpees, all this other shit. Just, it was retarded looking back, because like we should have just actually had like a genuine fucking workout plan with this kid, instead of just essentially fucking him up for hours.
Yeah.
Which is what that was. It was. This really wasn't working somebody out. This was just, you're gonna do fucking burpees, squats, fucking crab crawls, all this other shit. Because until you fucking correct yourself, we're gonna keep doing this. Which, yeah, he shaped up eventually, but I can almost guarantee that it left a fucking really bitter taste in his mouth.
Oh, 100%.
No, it's like he's gonna come. That's like the one thing I run into. There's so many people I know who have a vendetta for someone. And it just gets in the way of everything. I want to get this shit done. No, fuck that dude. What do you mean, fuck that dude? Fuck him. He did blah, blah, blah to me. And, like, hold this lifelong vendetta. And it's like, I just want to say, I don't give a shit. Like, I'm sorry that he, like, made you do fucking power squats across the motor pool with that giant-ass fire hydrant because you pissed hot. And he just made corporal, which exactly happened. And, like, I get it. That was a dick move. The guy's an asshole. He still is an asshole. But, like, we have a job to do. But nope, can't overlook it. He has this lifelong vendetta, wants this man dead. And it's like, there's no fixing that now.
Like,
Yep.
Like, there's
Let me correct myself. I think there's hazing and there's good training. What I did to that guy was fucking hazing because if it was supplemented with like a good actual fucking value system on top of it, an actual lesson delivered, could have been corrected with action and good training. That was just, we're gonna make you sweat until you fucking pass weight. And then you just understand you have to go fucking PT. Like what you're saying with the dude who pissed hot, I get that. Like, I'd say though, the one dude who was pretty deserving of rough fucking treatment for getting it was the motherfucker who decided it would be a great idea
Okay.
to tackle another fucking Marine in the dorm. End up like causing him a fucking grade 3 tear in his fucking ankle. Like fucked him up. So yeah, a lot of people went and grabbed a hold of him and just fucked him up. He's like, the dude he fucking just was the dude he just fucking assaulted did nothing. He was like you know, like you've got that fucking guy in the unit who's just like friendly with everybody,
Yeah.
causes fucking trouble, like you just genuinely love the shit out of him. He may not be the best at his job, but he's just a good fucking guy.
Yep.
It was that fucking dude, the one who everybody loves. For some reason, he just fucking didn't have it with this dude. No, I know why. No, because he was fucking Puerto Rican. That's why. Never mind, that checks out. Fucking Dominicans. But he just fucked that dude up. So everybody else fucked him up.
You see, that's correction though. Like that's
correction.
like you
That's
said,
not-
training. The way I look at it is, then you are using the term correction, but to me, it's just correction. It's just varying levels of force to get you to understand something. I'm not gonna needlessly apply any more than I have to, which I think is
Yeah.
a problem. Like, there's no sense to drop an anvil on someone when a brick fucking works.
Yeah, because like
That's the way I look at it.
we didn't have to do paperwork for the dude. We didn't have to ruin his career. We just had to teach him you're not the fucking big dog on the block anymore. You're gonna fucking conform, or people are gonna make you conform. Something thoroughly indoctrinated. I don't fucking know.
I got fucking spooked. Like when I dipped, the fucking phone went off. Like 10 motion alarms,
No.
both the inside and outside of this fucking house. And
Oh.
like everything went offline. I just went,
Oh fuck. It's
I was
time.
like- I was literally thinking, I'm like, either I'm getting raided by feds or robbed. Oh, motherfucker!
It's time.
Like, I was having a heart attack. I
My-
fucking grabbed the rifle and fucking loaded it.
My
You're
day
about
has
to say
come.
No, I pulled out the fucking rifle. It was the closest one to me that has the GWAT era light on it. Cleared my fucking dark house with a fucking hip board with a GWAT light on it.
Already posted the manifesto. It was just
I don't know. I was fucking like, is this a day they fucking die? Okay, we're going. This
today's the
fucking
day.
went through every.
This is
like,
it.
Wait, I missed that fucking door.
Tannerite Terry's about to meet his maker at long last. God, Winners, remember when we did that? I don't know if it's like the first stream I did at you, but like one of my neighbors just like drove a car for your house and started shooting at each other.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Remember that
I
fucking
missed the
stream?
utility closet.
Yeah.
I just realized I'm like, oh fuck.
Ben's in the closet.
I missed the utility closet. I was like, oh fuck.
Oh no!
They're hiding in the closet.
Well, that's the one closest to the door. That was the one closest to the door, so it's easiest to like get in.
You're telling us you just came out of the closet?
Yes.
I drove past the fucking building I was supposed to be at.
Good
Oh,
job.
goof.
All right.
Silly guy.
Speaking of being played with, I'm gonna go get 3 hours of sleep.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I should
I'm
probably
gonna
go
call.
dip and
Yeah.
sleep, too.
I'm gonna
Just
call it
ready.
here. Yeah.
I'm still
It's
not even packed. I can't find my PT shorts.
Good
I
job.
apparently have to show up and now. They're somewhere.
have fun with that.
All right.
All right.
Sure.
I
See
hope
you
I was
guys.
some good last minute entertainment there.
Yeah, that was.
Very much ready. You
All right.
kill those demons.
Okay, get them. All right. See you guys.
Alright, see ya.
And see the whoever's left listening to the military rant through the stream became. See you tomorrow. Probably gonna play Total War tomorrow with Arbor at like same time 2000 Eastern time. Well, yeah, see you. Bye.
Oh,